Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hey everybody, welcome back to another Wednesday night stream. I'm Ranger J 1999, your host with the most from the Reality Skewed Gamers. Glad to have you guys here for another live stream, the longest running live stream in the galaxy of heroes. See what I did there? But we're glad to have you back on another hump day, and Jesus H. Christ, do we have a lot to cover today. Finn kept sending me links today. I was like, okay. Like, stop sending me links, goddamn it, Finn. I'm going to break the damn computer. But welcome to another Wednesday night stream where we break down the latest and greatest of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. We're here to help you understand it all and to give you everything you need to know as the week moving forward. And man, oh man, do they have a lot going on this week. That being said, we are glad to have you here, part of our stream. Welcome in, hang out, say stuff in chat. We're going to have some fun and we're going to give you our opinions about everything. That being said, let us introduce everybody that's here right now and probably will be coming, and then we'll get into all the mechanics of everything, of how this string works, and then we'll take it from there. So to my right, in the top right corner, our returning champion from Chicago, looking like he died, still recovering, looking just like ass, like a big, just straight up ass. Finn is back. Dr. Finn Medicine Woman is back with us. Let's see, big old fluffy, just ass. Also joining us, okay, I was going to introduce him next, but okay, there he is. He's got his headphones back in. You know him, you love him. The bearded one, the brown Gandalf, the beardless one, the government Wi-Fi stealer, the chicken chaser, the French tickler, the big deal himself, Grande Pappy Dum Dum Bertrone.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Grande Verga Pappy Patron. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about today, for sure. Glad to be here, Ranger.
Yes, glad to have you here as well. Also joining us with the Abe Lincoln look, the Stoner Jedi himself, Mr. Xylo Takedown is here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, skewers?
Where's my apprentice?
There.
I hear you, my apprentice. Your father's failed. Kill him. Kill him now.
He's been divorce joking me every day. Thank you, Ranger.
That's right. My apprentice is strong with the dark side of the Force.
Stronger and stronger every day.
That's right. Eating those chicken nuggets. That's right, my apprentice. Soon we'll be reunited. We'll rule the galaxy as two. Your father will not be there. He'll be dead. All right. So, welcome to our panel. I don't know where Tits is right now. If she'll be on or not. Do you know, Finn?
She had some family stuff come up,
sure.
So she's going to try to join us. She might be a little late.
That's fine. So we'll have the lovely Miss McVenom join us as well. I'm sure Loki will pop in whenever he pops in. Oh, we just got a donation from the lovely, talented Maz Kanata. So we got some Twinkie-filled porgs coming in, and that leads me perfectly. Well done, Maz. You timed that perfectly. Grim with some cheers as well. Thank you for that. Oh, look at the contents get launched into the air, and then Finn, Grim right behind, put some more fluff into the cup. So as you can see, we've got Vader's Cup of Plenty in front of you. If you would like to donate in Super Chat because you like the content and you want to support us, feel free to donate. It's a lot of fun. Stuff drops from the sky, and different things drop. Whether you do it on Twitch or you do it on YouTube, anything you do will pop on the screen if you subscribe, if you donate through Super Chat or on Twitch. It doesn't matter. It all shows up there. So if you become a Patreon, it'll show up there as well with a little. Who is it that comes on there? Is it Ray? No, it's not Ray. It's who's the little image we have for when they become a Patreon? I think it's not Ray. Who's it? Jin. It's Jin from Rogue One. So yeah, I had to think about that for a second. I couldn't remember who it was. So. Feel free to donate. Everything gets put back into the stream, and then help support the channel to make sure we can keep doing these live streams. That's what it's all about. So there you go. If you want to see me and Finn do nothing but stream 8 hours a day, then we got to get more subscribers. We got to get more views. We got to get more donations. It's just the nature of the game. I can't help it. It's the way the system's set up. We're trying to live in it. So if that's what you want to do, keep supporting the channel. A couple notes: the Darth Bane lore video is out. I am working on two new lore videos. So if you haven't checked out those, please do. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe. That's always important. All right, so there we go. All that mechanics knocked out of the way. I think I didn't miss anything. Oh, another $2 from Maz Kanata. There we go. Oh, Contingent 33 just donated $5, and he said cup o' plenty. That's right, the cup o' plenty. So there you go, and you see everything gets captured on the screen. So if you'd like to donate, please feel do. And then Dr. Gonzo H said, "Okay." That's all he said was "okay." I must have missed something. What is it? Something here? Oh, Moscow did $2. Said from Durgan Gurgan, and then Dr. Gonzo said, "Okay." So there we go. All right, that's all the way. Let's get into it, man. Good Lord in heaven, do we have a lot to cover tonight? Jesus. All right, we're going to get into it, but first, we got a little bit of stuff we're going to do it for fun. Finn, we have our shout-out word of the day, so that way we can shout out everybody that's in the chat. Finn, what is the said shout-out word of the day?
The shout-out word of the day is drop. D-R-O-P, drop. And it is not because they have dropped a lot of content on us. We will get into that here shortly.
So much content. Mikey's filling the cup up already. Look at that, all that fluffy fluff going in there. Chicken says Abe Lincoln. We're gonna get started like 407 years ago, our founding fathers brought forth onto this nation. Looks good, man. I like it. So get the word drop in, and we will scoop it all up, and we will have Mr. Grande Hooked on Phonics Patron read all the names.
Tell me what I'm reading.
We'll put it in. We have to scoop them up first, Grande, and then
I'm ready.
Well, the Patreon shoutouts are in the Fin stuff. If you want to get those ready while we talk
get those ready. Just mull it over in your mind a little bit, Grande. Let it marinate. So, just prepare yourself. We don't have Big Venom watching, so I'll have to be the grader today, and I'm a little bit harsher than.
You grade so hard. I don't know if I like.
Yeah, well, you have to learn.
I got like 6 pictures and like 4 thingies. Which one am I reading? The one that says HTML
above that.
Really, Grande?
No,
really?
I'm just telling you. By reading all of them, or do I do the picture, or do I do the other thingy?
You're reading.
That's not a serious question, is it, Grande? You've only been doing this for 3 years.
There's a block of text that starts with Patreon shoutouts. You'll see it. It's just Patreon shoutouts.
It's unbelievable.
I get it. So why'd you put the picture up above that?
But for
Because
me,
that's for Ranger.
you're not the only one that exists in the RSG world. There, Grande.
Have you not noticed that I paste like 800 things in that channel?
I
every
swear
single
to
week?
God.
I know you paste 800 things in that channel. I try to look at them all.
All right. While he's getting that ready, this will be interesting. He's probably going to be like, the meta report. I don't know who that is. Like, oh, Christ. So, we'll let Grande get ready for that. Now, questions. If you guys have questions, make sure you put your questions in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. We'll try to get to many as we can. Sometimes we can't get to all of them, but first come, first serve. So the sooner you get your question in, the better. But we will try to scoop as many as we can. Make sure you put question in front of your statement, because if you don't, we're going to miss it, and that's on you, not us. All right, that being said, Finn, we also have a special question we'd like to ask each week, and that is our Twitter question of the day. And what is the Twitter question of the day?
All right. So the Twitter question of the day, if you guys didn't realize that I was in Chicago.
Chicago.
So the Twitter question is, what nonsense do you think that at I Blame Finn, which is my Twitter handle. So what do you think Finn got into while in Chicago that he didn't post about on his Twitter?
Yeah. I
So
think it's a
head
good
on
question.
to the RSG Discord. The name is Reality Skewed Gamers. That's reality with skewed and gamers with no vowels. So reality SKWD GMRS. Reality Skewed Gamers with no vowels in the skewed and gamers. Reality SKWD GMRS.
Yes. So there you go. Make sure you get in the word drop in. So while we're waiting for that, Finn's going to scoop those up, and then we're going to start getting into the news. Grande, have you prepared yourself for the Patreon shout out word reading?
I am.
You are ready.
Prepared.
Okay. You have your number 2 pencil. You have your eraser. Everything's good to go.
Let me click over to the right Discord. I was in a different Discord for a minute. Imagine that.
I have a bad feeling about this. Now, last week, I have to give Grande credit. He was A++ last time he did this. So I was beyond shocked. I didn't know who you were. I thought we had a doppelganger in here or something. I don't know what the hell was going on. So, all right, Grande, if you're ready, please read out the Patreon shoutouts.
All right, Patreon shoutouts. We have Alux12, Bimatsu, Chaos 13, Chopper BZ, Clone Troop 211, Contingent 33, Corinth, Dangerfield, Darth Mike, Darth Teflon, Darth Allen 0885, Darth
Bob!
Darth Vader Mate, Deadpool Kyle 28, Drewman 95, Erock 123, Hogzilla, I Bong Hard.
Don't we all?
It Poops Bombs.
Don't we all?
Jajak Kanta. Matt. Why does it say Master Ryan? Master Ryan, I guess.
Should be Master Ryan. I don't know why that's.
There's an E missing off that one. But,
you mean an R is missing on there?
I mean an R is missing.
Nope, that's exactly the way it is.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Masty Ryan. Okay.
Masty Ryan. Got it. Okay. Matthew M. Thomas. Maz Kanata. Moss Mike. N.D. Fox. Ouchie Dumpling.
Love you.
Ray Rock. Ralidia, I guess.
No.
Rydia.
Rydia.
Riverboy 12. Rose Taco. Revenator. Sanely Red. Shadow Val. Sith Lord. Fan Road. Spaceman Tim. Teals. Tallywhack. Tenebrous. Thane Kyrell. The Tor. Walter Arnold. And Zarathustra.
Very good. Grande, that's A material right there. You did it again, man. I'm impressed.
Very nice.
Yeah, Grande is on it, man. I mean, this reading program that Tits has been doing is really paying off, man. I'm telling you. So, we just got another donation from Sword of the Jedi, our friend. He says, I don't have Twitter, but it had to be high price escorts Finn got into. Ooh.
Wrong person. That's me. You have the wrong person.
Or does he?
Yeah,
maybe
no,
this
he
is
has
the
the wrong
secret
person.
life of Finn. He portrays that he loves
There is
porgs
no
and
secret
Twinkies.
life. I'm kind of.
Ooh, those baby rangers launched everything out of the cup. Look at that. Nicely done, Sword of the Jedi. So those poop-filled baby rangers really came in handy in launching the contents of the cup. So, all right. There we go. So now we're going to get the regular shout-outs. So we're getting those in right now. So if you haven't
Grande, be prepared for a few extra at the bottom once you're done, but I'll save them all for one time so you can grab them.
All right, Grande prepares. He prepares to do the next reading.
Put me in, Coach. Put me in.
Put me in, Coach. I'm ready to play. All right, let's do this, Grande. Whenever you're ready, sir.
All right, hold on. Stop, people! Stop PMing me. This is serious business.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do people's
They're
shout.
kind of a big deal. They're not going to stop PMing
Yeah,
you.
they can't help it.
Okay, so the people that have tagged in the beginning, shout out word apropos. I knew you'd love that one, Ranger.
Right away.
I had to start off good, man.
A for effort.
I had to get him going, man. I had to get him going.
What the hell?
Okay, thanks for being the first one in chat to put in the word shout out word. You were always at the top of the list. I'm so excited for you. Ashla Moon, Atomic Fish, Bad Rondo, Ball Rev 0187, Big Country Mags, Bimatsu, Briarus, Oregon.
No.
Aragon. Agon. Chai Ken. Somebody told me we were saying.
Yeah, we're saying it wrong. It's we like to call him chicken, but it's Chaikin.
Chai Ken. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Clone Troop 211, Contingent 33, Darth Allen, Darth Hideous, whoop whoop, Darth Revan 1023, Deadpool Kyle, Darth Coco, whoop whoop.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Feel Good.
He's the one that makes you feel all right.
He's the one. Yeah, I know. Dr. Gonzo H. Durgan. Force Master 77. Foreigner SWGOH. And then Jeff Nicholson. Grande Verga. And after my own heart, I'm telling you.
I bet.
Grim. And then ISO, a.k.a. Taco Fulcrum.
Isoka Taco Fulcrum Grande.
Isoka. Well,
Not ISO, a.k.a. Taco Fulcrum.
I'm trying to figure. There's a capital S in the middle of it, so I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on here.
The newest Apple product.
Jason Crawlite, John
Crawlite.
John
Krulik.
Krulik.
Thank you. There's not even an E there.
Kashmir, Lady Pool Panda.
Hey, that's Deadpool Kyle's lovely lady.
The other pool. Okay, Maz Kanata. Miss Farquhar.
Missy Farquhar.
Mose Mike. Nathaniel Morgan. Always a guy with some good information. Very opinionated. We like that. Ouchie Dumpling. Fed Tony 99.
Yo, hey.
Pookie. Rose Tuggo.
Best unit playing on the planet.
Our boy Shadow Val. Gave me a
H-Town.
call today. Super dude, by the way.
Yes, it's my H-Town brother.
Asking me to go do something. Telling you, I really like that dude. Skywalker Vader. Salma MC. Slash Van Rhodes. Sword of the Jedi. The Honkler. The Tor. Tony. I'm sorry, Anthony.
No!
Timothy. Kinarid. I was not worried about his last name. And
You said Anthony.
I did. Torin Jax. Urs is here.
Urs! Oh no!
Walter Arnold. Orgul 128. What else? 73. What's up, brother? Uta, and then Kylo 1111. Sorry, Timothy.
Kylo 1111.
Xylo.
I'm afraid to put the last few names here because I don't know what they're going to be read as.
I can't.
It's all right. Throw them in there. It'll be fine.
I can't anymore.
I don't know.
Worse.
No, I doubt these are going to be worse. These should be simple ones for you.
There you go.
I'm expecting big things. There's 5 names, so I'm kind of expecting big things from you on this one because these are
not a problem.
These are common ones.
Yep.
These are some of our common ones.
Oh God, I'm dying.
Jason Hobby, Jedi Training Bogus, Ray Rock, Silver Bolt, and Dad Jordan.
There we go. Okay, you brought it home at the end.
F. Grande.
F.
You brought it home at the end.
Hey, what can I say?
F.
What can I say?
Anthony. What is Timothy?
Sorry, I got his last name sort of right. Sorry,
Oh
buddy.
God. I can't deal with this, man.
Oh, I'm kind of quiet, Walter Arnold. I apologize. Maybe I have it. Let me.
Can we get an F in
sure
the
the
chat
volume
for
goes.
Grande's reading? That was awful.
let me make sure all my volumes are up. What's my? Maybe it's me. Walter Arnold said my volume was too low.
They've all been saying your volume is a little low.
Oh, just
Well,
put
that's
F in the
That's
chat.
the first one I saw. Automatically adjust? No.
F
don't
this man.
Let me adjust my volume.
While we're doing that, we got a donation for Big Country Mags BCM. He joined me on the lunch stream today. Said rolling floor hilarious. Grandes has his moments. Not many of them, but he does have them.
Is that better? Is my volume
yeah,
better,
it's better.
guys?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, if I'm going to screw it up, I at least want them to hear me screwing it up.
Oh my God, Grande, you're
all I'm
you're a
saying.
national treasure, Grande. That's all I have to say.
It's something. I don't know about treasure, but it's something.
It's something. Oh Jesus, that had me sweating. I was laughing so hard. Anthony Kennard. No, it's Timothy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh God.
God.
You can't make this crap up, folks. I can't.
Telling you. Can't make it up.
Let's do the shout out. Shout out. I can't. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Grande Verga.
Oh
You
Jesus.
want to hear Grande just screwing things up?
Yes, we do actually. It is
Let's just give Grande
amazing.
more names.
I know. Let's just have him read shit. It'll be great. Actually, I'll just start right now the lore videos and Grande can do it.
You're at the lore videos. I'm gonna.
Record the lore videos.
You're gonna record me with the lore videos.
Yeah, with all the names and stuff, like with the Sith Lord for Nergenfergen. I don't know. Oh Jesus. Balrus and F for fantastic. Well, everybody else gave you that, but he said an F for fantastic for you, Grande. So there you go. Get some coffee in me, Jesus. Oh, that's a lot of damage we just took there. So, all right, let's calm, cool, and collect ourselves as we start getting into the news. Jesus. All right, deep breath in. Finn, lead us into our. There's a lot of crap, Finn. Let's start it.
Oh, you guys are all here, so I'm sure you guys know already. Let's just jump into the latest thing, which is the content update that just dropped.
Yeah, I've got it up. Let's go for it. All right, characters and ships. Negotiator blueprints for the MK2 Guild event tokens in the Guild event store. We kind of already saw that already with the leaked image. So we kind of knew where that was coming from. Wat Tambor. Shards for Wat Tambor can be earned from a special mission in the Separatist Might territory battle. We kind of knew that already. Geonosian Brute Alpha will be in Cantina Battles 8D. Makes sense. You know, we kind of went through this with Hoth Battles where you had to farm one character to go get another character.
Captain Han Solo.
Yeah.
This is just kind of basically the same thing. So.
And then
Pretty straightforward here.
Yeah, Super Commando has been added to Cantina Battles 2C, so they moved one for that. So, changes. New territory battles, Separatist Might, starts this week. It starts tomorrow. So, make sure you choose between Hoth and Geonosis before the preview phase ends tomorrow. We've updated tiers 3 and 4 of the ship's ability material challenges to always drop 1 Zeta mat. Thank God. I've been getting a lot of zeros lately. It sucked. There's no longer a chance of getting 0 to 2 Zeta materials. Capital ships, basic and special abilities have been visually trimmed down. I went and did a ship PvP battle, and basically the cinematics, they just got rid of it. So there's more time to actually do the battle. So that was kind of cool. It's different, but it's cool. Geonosis and Spy Unique 1 true meter gain was reduced, and we have return armor materials used to upgrade this ability. We kind of knew that was coming. They announced that a while ago, so make sure you put it back on if you plan on using it, which you probably will, because we've got GOTB coming up. Salvage used to craft the new Gear 12 finishers is now farmable from Light Side Battles 8E, 8H, and Dark Side Battles 8E. So this one I was kind of surprised about. I was like, huh. Because I thought we were only going to be able to get it from the store, but now we can farm it. So that kind of changes my whole perspective of, do I go for the new capital ship? If I can just farm this stuff, then I can maybe use my new stuff to get the new capital ship first. I don't know. I'm kind of torn, but that totally changed my whole way of thinking. Now, the drop rates suck, y'all. Let me just tell you. Between the cryotechs and this crap, it's pretty brutal. But I'm luckily in a position now that, with my farming, that I only have like 2 hard nodes to do now. I just finished Range Trooper to 7 stars. There's not really any character that I really need, or is about to be done. She's 11 shards away or 10 shards away from Cantina, so I'll be able to go right into Alpha Brood, which is in Cantinas now. So kind of worked out for me. So anything that pops up from this for you guys, Grande, Finn, anything? Any thoughts?
I mean, I was always going to farm Negotiator first. I did it before. My strategy in the game has always been to finish off shards first, and then I can always go back to gear. So I was always planning on doing Negotiator first. The fact that you can farm the salvage from the light side and the dark side battles was definitely a nice boost for me. Makes it easier so I can actually work on some of that stuff and still manage to get my Negotiator. So that was a nice kind of surprised because I was not expecting that.
Yeah, it was really nice. I people had asked me prior to this today on the lunch stream, what are you going to farm first? I'm like, Gear 13. The ship's secondary in my mind because I want as many characters that I need, especially in Arena, to Gear 13. Now I can do both. So I can farm the cryotechs out of there and get the ship. And then after that, I can supplement my income with those. But
now we do have the basis of what we see with the Sharker prods and the battleship stuff. That the drop rates are probably going to be pretty
they're
low.
awful. I think I did
But
32 and got 5.
Yeah, and I mean, this is not something we would recommend for somebody that's just starting. Right?
No.
These are more nodes that late game people that have most of their hard nodes and everything done are now looking to farm. And unfortunately for Grande, these are not hard nodes. These are all...
Sorry, Grande.
Right, so you don't really get much else besides just the gear. And so you have to decide whether or not you want to dedicate your resources to it. I know I will. I put whatever energy I just had from the refresh and stuff into it, and I think I got 1 salvage. I mean, it's not a great drop rate, but it'll be nice to kind of add a little bit over time as I work on negotiators.
Zarios just put drop in there. I had to shout out the name because I think they just got in here late and they're like, no, drop. Say my name. And I won't have Grande to say your name. He would have butchered that, so I said it, so... Grande, any thoughts? You're just kind of standing there, sitting there looking. You're muted.
You're muted.
Sorry, the wife came in and was like, "What's this huge package in the office?"
And you're like, "Bam, bam, bam."
No, it's the neighbor's package. They're on vacation.
Oh, bam, bam, bam.
Put a hole in that box.
2, put your junk in that box.
No, don't do that with this.
No,
box.
don't do
This
that,
box
no.
is- no. No, it's a lot of information, man. It's a lot of information that we've got.
We're going through, but just on that initial stuff, anything that you want to say?
Now a lot of people have to choose between finishing up Malik and starting on that negotiator.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the biggest thing that comes out of it for me.
Yeah.
The drop rates are going to be terrible on G12, man.
Yeah,
it
they're
on
awful.
the G12. They're going to be terrible. Like, seriously, it's not going to be great, right? Don't think you're going to farm it, man. It's going to be tough. You're going to have a ton of crap you got to farm. So yeah, I'd leave it alone for right now. I have other stuff I'm working on farming. I'll just have to kind of wait and see, and then kind of wait and see on this negotiator if it's.
Do you want to clarify what you're talking about with Malik, Grande? Because negotiator is the Mark II gets, and
No.
Malik is the Mark 1.
I'm fairly sure negotiator is in this.
No.
I'm fairly
Negotiator is Mark II.
Mark
I
2.
think it's in the
no. It's in the
store.
same. It's in the same store, man.
It says blueprints available for Mark II Gilded.
I know. I'm reading it though. I'm in game, right?
Right.
I'm in game looking at it, and in game it says, "Oh wait, it's the freaking one that looks like it's been ragged."
My
Yeah, it is.
apprentice.
So yeah, it is the different stuff. Man, they put that crap in the same store in like a weird way. It's so weird.
My apprentice.
Someone
Kill
is gonna
Grande Patron. Kill him now.
Someone is going to accidentally click on the wrong thing.
I think that that is one thing, and then this is getting picky, but I wish that the symbols, like the currency symbol, were different enough that you wouldn't confuse them when you look in the store. That is going to happen, especially
My
when
apprentice.
someone's going to accidentally spend the Mark IIs when they thought they were spending Mark 1s, or accidentally spend Mark 1s when they thought they were spending Mark IIs.
It says on the forms forget to, right?
No, it is get to, but the symbols are very similar, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in game. That mistake I just made.
Mhm.
Right?
What I'm referencing is if you go back to the screenshot for the negotiator, it's in the championship store and highlighted next to some of the Gear 12 finisher pieces. So, I mean,
Very straight. It's very
That's
straight.
also a leaked image
We've
where
nev-
things may change.
Yeah,
So
I'm just telling
that
you,
is-
we've never
asking.
had two. Do we have any other store that uses two currencies in the same store? The mod shop does.
right.
The
Right.
mod shop does that.
Yeah.
But is that the only one that's like that?
Right. Well, I
think
mean,
so.
just again from the screenshot and then what's already confirmed and on the forums is two different things. You know what I mean? The screenshots again, like Finch said, it can change.
Yeah,
so.
Malik will be the original get. The new get will be for Negotiator, and then there'll be gear for finishing pieces and stuff that you'll see in the new store for championships, Green Arena Championships, whatever you want to call it, right? The GAC store, we'll call it the GAC store. So you can get some of the stuff that you may not, are seeing in the other Guild event store. So there you go.
Well, like how they call the weekly shipments the whale store, this is the finisher store now.
This is the finisher store. I like that even more. So, all right. Let's continue on. Packs and bundles. Battlefield Leader Geonotion Brood Alpha. His pack is out. I think it's you get 40 shards for $30.
Just not even enough for an unlock, man.
What's the point?
I mean, an unlock is 80, and they're going to give you 40.
I mean, you get some cryotech stuff and other
they
stuff.
they give you like one full cryotech stuff, and they give you one full battleship. So it is giving you the rare items with it too.
But it seems kind of pointless. Like, why only go 40 out of 80? I don't understand. Like, am I missing something?
It's a whale item. So it's a whale item.
Okay.
Let's be the other thing also, right? Is probably, and I can't enter the map, but I'm guessing if it's similar to Captain Han, right? I should say the later Captain Han. So the first one was a 7-star unlock needed in order to do the event, right? But later on they made it the 5-star because it fit with the fourth vertical slice or whatever the hell you want to call it. But the Captain Han then became just 5-star, which was close to like the unlock almost. So they might just try to be making it a little bit more difficult for you to even be starting to get.
Bro, let me just tell you, have you seen platoons? They're 6 and 7-star. What do you think's needed for the missions if the platoons require?
Oh yeah, no one's unless you well out like a madman. You're not.
I can infer from the fact that platoons are 6-star and 7-star that a 6-star or 7-star Geonotion Brood Alpha is needed.
Yeah.
Because that's what the platoons are. Remember before? This is called TB for a reason. If it wasn't like the other TBs, they would have changed. They would have called it something else.
So
right?
you would have to basically. If you bought the pack for 30 and then 3 refreshes of the mega pack, the 25.99 crystals to get to 80, but then that only does unlock of 4-star. You still have to go
you probably have to get up to 6-star.
Yeah,
so on this point with the other phases and stuff, you probably need to get to 6-star minimally, depending on where the special missions and stuff are. So if you need 6-star, then you're buying a few of those crystal packs.
Let's just be real. What's the how many are you going to get per day if you farm it normally?
Right.
I'm going to tell you, I had full Cantina energy. I blew the 3 100s and the 200s on it, and I got 13 shards.
Yeah, I just did 4 refreshes and got 12. So
we're tracking pretty even there, right? Which means at this current rate, doesn't the daggum thing start tomorrow?
Yeah.
The daggum thing starts tomorrow.
16 hours.
Oh yeah, Slasher and Rose too. You have to have the gear at 16,500 as well, power rating on your character. So
well, I don't even know what the gear looks like. But let's just So not only do you have to get
how many cryotechs does he need?
Also,
Yeah.
GOTV starts tomorrow, right? But you do have more time because each phase is now
right. You have
36 hours. Yeah.
So you have, depending on which phase it is, right? So if it's in phase 2, you kind of have about 2.5 to 3 days.
I bet you. Come on, man! It's Geonotion Brood Alpha. My guess is, plan on that you need him every day, every phase.
You may, but what I'm saying is that depending on when the special mission is, for example, right? Because for the other ones, if there's not,
they might have a Geo-only combat mission.
They may, and you might be able to do that without Brood Alpha, right? What I'm trying to say is that you also
takes 5. Hold on. No, you can't do it. So if it takes 5 characters, if they have a combat mission that says,
if it requires 5, then you
requires 5 Geonotions, you can't do the combat mission without him.
Yeah.
Right. If they just do Separatists, then maybe you're okay. But depending on where the missions are, you can.
My guess is there will be a combat mission that says bring Geonotions to the battle. Let's just be real. That's the reason why Geonosis is in the name.
I just gotta say that thank God my apprentice looks like his mother.
That's the same reason why it was called Hoth TB, because it was on Hoth.
Well, no. But there were missions where you needed Hoth specific characters.
Yeah, but I'm saying they called it Geonosis because of the map. I'm not saying that they're not.
Okay, let's get over this. All right, okay, good. Jesus.
But in any case, depending on when you really need it, you can also make sure to use your Cantina energy, there might be better to do the refreshes of the Cantina first before you do these crystal refreshes. Because I think even with the 800 refreshes of the 16, you might be better off than the packs. Well, actually, no. Once you get to the 1600, it'll probably be too much. But the 800s, you could probably still justify the refreshes versus the 2600 crystal pack for 15 shards.
Ooh, wait. I think this is important information. Say that again, because I think you're right on this one, Finity.
So for the Cantina refreshes, right? If you go up to the 800,
So that means do all the 400s.
do all the 400s, and you can potentially do the 800s as well, depending on the drop rate. And you might be able to get more shards than if you buy the 2600 pack. But if you hit the 1600, then you're going to be too high, and then it's definitely not going to be worth the crystals.
Right.
So again, depends on the drop rate. Most of these have a drop rate of about 20% to about 33%. It depends on which one. This is a 16 energy node, which means that you'll probably get about 8 attempts. So for 800, you maybe get about 2.5 shards. So no, 800 probably isn't worth it either. It would be the 400s.
Yeah. I
You
think,
go up to the 400s and stop at the 400s, and don't do the 800s unless you really want to test out RNG.
yeah, I'm not even going to dig around with that. So, now the rest of this stuff is stuff like, it's just Ian. Can I link you a picture in Discord, Ranger? Send it to me or Finn or somebody. You can link it.
I sent it. I PM'd him already, and I was like, send it to me in Discord. I'll look at it, and then I'll throw it in and say, hey, it's just Ian's thingy. If
Yeah, we'll look it up. And just Ian, you need to contact me because someone had messaged me on the damn lunch stream today saying, how come I'm not doing Battlefront with you? I'm gonna kill you, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to play Battlefront with just Ian. I love playing Battlefront with just Ian, but he's been busy. The last couple times I didn't know, and you got to message me and let me know your schedule. There's a bunch of fixes, and then there's some other packs. Any of the other packs, I think they're kind of standard. We've already seen.
They're selling the Gear 12 finishers.
Right. Oh, they're selling those finally? Okay.
That's what the other packs are. So the plasma power cell.
No, okay, there we go. I was looking for that.
Those are going to be pretty big, right?
Yeah.
So.
How much are those going for? I don't have my game open right now.
They're going to start being available July 3rd. So we will not see them.
We don't have a price yet? Okay. Okay. To see the pricing on those. Might be worth it, might not be. Depends on how much they charge. So we'll give you an update on that. So, and then a lot of the fixes in there. And then some known issues. So you can read that yourself. The packs are the packs. So there you go. Everyone loves The Apprentice. Xylo. My apprentice is a lady killer. She kills ladies with the force. Okay. Next one, Finn. Let's go to the next object because we got a lot to cover.
All right. So the next one is the reason why our shout-out word of the day was drop. And that was the issue that a lot of people saw, and we were discussing it on Discord, which is the drop in people's guild GPs. Now, this is a bug. This isn't intentional, so they're not trying to change anything.
We would hope not, right?
The timing is unfortunately poor because you have a minimum GP required for you to join GOTB. Now, I'm not sure if anybody did drop below 80 and then not be able to sign up for GOTB.
Dang, that would suck.
That would suck. So I don't know if that is actually what is happening, but they said they have a fix that's in the testing and they're hoping to resolve that. And so hopefully that will be corrected before GOTB starts.
Mine looks right.
Yeah, they just said the last post, the fix has finished rolling out to all players. Please quit and log into the game.
Mine looks right.
Okay,
and
did
then,
they fix it now? Okay.
Yeah, it's
done. Let me go look.
But that must have been in the update that just came out. Yep. Okay, so the GP has returned. So those of you guys that are in GOTB guilds that are just on the borderline and stuff,
borderline.
Yeah, make sure people sign in.
Feels like I'm going to lose my mind.
The timing on this was just poor because it was just right before GOTB. Just unfortunate timing that this bug happened, but it looks like they did.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks solid on mine.
Okay.
Looks beautimous.
Yep, I think we're good. Yes.
All right, next.
Next one is Grande Mary's Chicken. I don't know what this one's about, but we'll look at it here.
I married a chicken?
Yeah, that's what it says. Grande Patron was seen in secret wedding a black and red chicken that he called Minerva, and the two were happily engaged. And no, I'm just kidding. I made that all up.
Fake news.
Totally unbelievable. Ranger's a liar. He's so lies.
This one is the matchmaking changes, right?
Yes. Let's talk about
we've
that.
talked about this one. No, matchmaking changes. There's been any questions around what changed. Then they say, over the time that Grand Arena has been in the game, we've explored a few different paradigms in matchmaking. Ultimately, we think close matches with some tension are at the heart of what makes the Grand Arena experience. Therefore, we are moving away from a pure GB to as a basis for matchmaking. Again, and then they just wanted to say, hey, let's make sure you know everything, and that we have clarity, and that some players are lacking clarity. But this post is kind of a little weird. Does anybody else think that?
Yeah,
and it didn't really give a whole lot. So just so everybody knows, it appears to me as matchmaking is just taking into account your top number of characters or ships that you can I think that you can deploy, so that you could put on defense. So it's literally your top 40 characters.
No, we looked at this last night on Operation Metaverse, and it's your top 80 characters.
So these are your top 80 characters.
Yeah.
So, again, we've kind of, top 80 characters. So if anybody counted down, does anybody use any character that's not in the top 80 to win a match? I wonder. So I have
all the time.
Yeah.
I have 7 characters across, right? So that's 14, 21, 28.
All the time.
I don't know, man.
So I'm at 61.
Do you one-shot everything, Grande? Every time?
Yeah, that's how you win at this high GP. You have to. Right now, there's a distinct possibility that I'm going to win.
There is the distinction you make. At that high GP, right? At lower GPs, when you're facing Darth Revan, you're looking at maybe 2-3 attacks sometimes as your strategy to go in with a team to drain whatever it is that they have in terms of cooldowns, and then go in with like a CLS team, right? There's other teams that you can go into.
But that's a 2 team. That's a 2
and
team.
there automatically you've gone beyond what they've deployed, right? If you're looking at your top 80, you are now into 81 through 85 potentially.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, because you might be able to go single with.
I think for me and Team Money, we're both in the same boat. We're both 4.3, but we're facing division. We're the lowest GP in our brackets. Everybody else is 4.6. They're Division 1, right, or higher, right? So there's a huge discrepancy in overall GP, which is kind of flattering, but it's not easy. You're kind of put into that category. It's like, holy Christ, So I don't know. It's a strange. I don't mind. It was weird because the guy I'm facing, we're even in the sense that he has way more gear 12 than me, but I have better mods and stuff like that. So it's really weird. I have to play around with it. So we're going to be doing Grand Arena Championship offense tomorrow. So I'm going to have to see how this plays out because I'm the low man on the totem. And I'm in Division 2. So I'm competing with Division 1 players in Division 2, where some people that are Division 2 are facing
So you want to know something that's really crazy? One of the characters, 1, 2, 3 characters under 80 characters, 4 characters I placed on defense are below level 80, and they're G12 on my list. So my Karth team and IG 100, right? So every character except for Zalbar and Karth are below my 80 characters.
I think what they've done is they've done so you're in your division for your total GP, but I think what they did is it's a combination. I think it's your character GP, and then who do you have in your top 80, right?
Yeah,
as a reference.
They probably labeled the character.
I don't have any proof, but just looking at the numbers and talking with Team Money and Digital Maurice last night, it's kind of the way it looks like. And I'm sure it fluctuates.
determine matchups.
What's that, Finn? Sorry, you cut out.
They've said that divisions don't determine.
No,
matchups.
and I'm totally cool with that. But yeah, 300,000 GPs. Jesus. When I first saw that, I was like,
I'm not okay with that, actually, because your GP helps to determine how much you can reasonably put on defense and offense. Right.
That's a good point.
They're making an assumption here that I don't like. And I understand to what Grande is saying, and I know that this is somewhat similar to you, Ranger, but I know it's not always that case when we've done offense. You're looking for one-time kills. Not everyone does one-time kills. This is not a good strategy, I think, for the matchmaking. Now, I don't mind them testing it. Right?
I don't mind them testing it either.
I hope they are. Okay, so I'm gonna say this because I think this is gonna be the most critical part for me. I don't mind them testing it. I think the biggest thing moving forward is that when they get feedback, and I can almost guarantee right now that you're not going to get good feedback, especially from the lower GPs that are competitive and facing higher GPs just simply because their top 40 is the same as your top 40 or whatever, but they have more depth so they can clear you and you can't.
Yeah.
When you get that feedback from the lower GPs, I hope that you have time to implement the changes and don't just go forward with this when you get the feedback.
Please, that's a great point.
If you don't act on it, that's a waste.
You're absolutely right.
It's a great
and
point,
I think there's got to be some kind of middle area in here, right? When we did all 174 characters GP versus all 174 character GP, that wasn't a great matchup. Doing 80 versus 80 clearly is not a great matchup either. So maybe it's not it's not 80 characters and it's not 174. Maybe it's 120 or 140 characters, right? And so we give the player 30, 40 characters down there at the bottom that we all know either don't amount for a hill of beans or people don't have leveled up. And so we kind of well, like when Ranger and I were on Miss Passier's stream and we put the 42 worst characters in the game.
Yeah.
Why don't we just take those 42 characters that we labeled and say, we don't count the GP on those 42 characters, right? And we count the GP on everything else. That would mean we'd be somewhere around
130, 120,
130.
Yeah, 120 to 30.
It'd be a good medium between where we were with full GP and where we are now with just the 80. Maybe that's
okay. So depending on how you set it up, I would say that's okay. Now, here's the problem with what you were saying, right? You are, and depending, again, how your solution runs, but if right now you're coming up with a list of 42, just straight, these are the 42 characters that Ranger, Grande, and Mist have come together and said that are the worst characters, right? You are now asking CG, who we are aware are not as dedicated to the game as the player base.
Sure.
Right? And this isn't a slight to them. They're building the game and they have other things to focus on. So they're not as in tune with the game as the players are.
Sure.
And so if you're asking them to keep an active list to qualitatively assess whether or not a character is good or not, this system will fail. You cannot have something qualitative. Whatever this is has to be something that is measured. Now, if you run it so that you see which are the least used characters, period, you might end up with the same 42 list as what you have, right? But if you can figure out what are the least used 50 characters or whatever, and then exclude them, that can potentially work.
We did it, no problem. We between me and Grande.
I mean, another way you could do it, and this is the way that I thought they would do it by using the data that they had from Grand Arena, was based on everyone's kind of GP division, figure out how deep they go in gear. You can figure out the average gear used by a player quite easily based on their division. And you figure out whatever the average is. So at the range that you are, Grande, let's just say that it's from 5 million and up. Right? Everyone is just basically, if you look at the averages, they're using gear 12s, right? So when you're matching up somebody, you look at the gear 12s and you set up that based on that bracket of GPs. If you go down a GP level, then you'll see that more people are using gear 11s. As you go down, you'll see that more people are using gear 10s. You have to use GP in some way in order to try and keep everything somewhat even. But in order to get rid of the fluff, you could have easily done it so that you find the average GP used by a group of players at a particular GP, create basically a 90 to 95% confidence interval of which of the characters they use from gear 12 all the way down. So 95% of the characters used go down only to gear 10 at the higher levels. 95% only go down to gear 8 as you go down lower, and then make that the GP that you use. And that actually creates a better idea of what your active use GP, right? And that's just kind of just based on just overall kind of numbers and trying to use the stats in order to do it.
Ray Rock's making a great point. People are unhappy about matchmaking because they have been conditioned with the previous matchmaking.
Yeah, I'm indifferent to it. It's like it was a shock. It was a shock nonetheless. Because I was
biggest thing, I'm okay with them trying this because matchmaking in every single game. If you guys have played any game with
somebody's going to get the short end of the stick.
Yeah,
exactly.
Every time. It doesn't matter what
science.
No, it's not.
If somebody had figured out the formula for matchmaking in games, they would be a billionaire because that is not an easy algorithm to create, especially with as many variables that are in Galaxy of Heroes.
Yeah, with mods, gear, star levels.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, outside of the fact that I think there are very interesting things about this, right? And I don't mind them trying it. Again, the biggest thing to me is if they're getting feedback that these matchups are completely one-sided, we are not looking at a lot of time between when Grand Arena Champion or the exhibition ends, when they're planning on actually launching the Grand Arena Championship.
Well, the next one is another exhibition, but it's a 5-week exhibition.
I think Kyril donated $2, and he says, Finn, are you asking CG to do HW? How dare you?
Yeah.
What is Homework. Yes, I know.
Did Ian send you that image, Grande?
He did. I saw it already. It's a meme. I told him to place it in the
I'm
Discord.
not asking him to do any homework. I'm telling them. I'm telling you straight out. You create a 90% confidence interval, one-sided, with the tail at the high end, going down from gear 12, and find 90% of the gear level used based on every.
Just match us alphabetically by height.
And we know, by the way, that Crazy is over at CG. So she knows exactly how the hell you would be able to calculate.
Talking to you, Crazy. Where you at, Crazy?
Another great solution. Just do 20% more than the character GP. Using the max number, using the minimum number. I mean, I think they need to try some things. This one's probably going to be a little messed up. You know, I mean, it sucks. You know,
it does. I'll get through it. Right. Yeah, I'll get through it. You know,
what's up, Joey? Glad you're here.
No, I'm fine with this.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out.
It's what happens afterwards that is going to be the most important. So
yeah, we'll see what happens.
No,
I'm
don't
blame
do the best. Crazy. Crazy's awesome.
Oh no, Crazy's our girl, man.
I'm telling
Crazy's
you,
amazing.
Really,
no.
Crazy is a player in the wild. She's an amazing person. We also have no clue what
we love. Crazy.
I totally do.
And she cares.
To be honest, all the devs do actually care.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, they make mistakes. They are human. The thing, and they are actually trying really hard to do a good job. They really. I mean, think about this. This is how they get a paycheck every week. They want this to be successful. Mm-hmm. They really do. So I think it is easy for us as the customer to assume intent. It is incredibly easy for us to say, well, they just don't care, or they're just all out for the money. It's easy for us it's easy for me to think that. But most of the time, they just tried something and it failed. I've tried many things and failed, like reading. Okay, guys? I mean, it happens, right? It doesn't mean I stop reading. It means I keep doing it and try to do a better job next time.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've handed CG their ass many times on the stream, but I also give them a lot of credit when they get stuff right. And then some stuff people are like, are you mad about this? Like, no, not really. You know, the only thing that I ever get mad about is just the economic side of it. You know, the game stuff once in a while will piss me off, you know, but it's more about that side that has really irked me of present lately.
I understand, Nathaniel Morgan, you have not said that, but a lot of people have been assuming intent. It's really easy. It is really.
Oh yeah, read Reddit, man. God,
it's really easy as a human to assume what someone else is thinking without knowing all the stuff. So it's really hard. It's really easy to to make that mistake or to have a perception.
I mean, they're people too. We know them. We've talked to them.
Yeah.
We know them, and they're really trying. It doesn't mean I'm not going to chew their ass out. I'm sorry.
Touche.
If you're going to have a position like that, you better have thick skin, because I'm going to come at you and tell you when you do right. I'm going to give you the slap on the back and give you all the praise in the world. When you mess up, then I'm going to let you have it. So. We just a couple of donations. We had. Which is Maz Kanata. She donated $11. Thank you, lovely Maz Kanata. We love you. Thank you, Maz. You're amazing. Dr.
Feelgood too, real quick, just said that the Brood Alpha doesn't have any of the new cryotechs. So
very nice. See, that's a thumbs up for me, CG. Goddamn, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff.
It's not like we don't have enough of those damn things to farm. Imagine if they still kept putting out characters with cryotechs as well as needed for Gear 13. Depression. All right, let's move on to the next thing.
All right, next item.
Geonosians Territory Battle Platoons. Can I just start off? I read this and I'm like, great. And then my first thought was, why the F do we still have this stupid ass platoon system for Geonos? I thought we were doing something different this time. And yet again, we're getting platoons. And then in the platoons, although it can be kind of drawn out, you're still asking players to put some of their best characters in platoons and having to figure out who's going to be the one to sacrifice their Revan and Malik and stuff like that. Even though it's a small percentage, asking anybody to do that is crazy. And then I just thought the whole concept of platoons, I think they've done a good job with alleviating and making it solid, so you know ahead of time, what you need to put in there. But I'm just thinking, do they not listen? We keep saying, when you keep taking crap away from the players. I mean, and I gave the example like this. When we did the Malik event, I had the full array of what I had to do. The event was exceptionally hard, and we had a blast trying to figure it out. I know me and Loki sat there for 3 hours when it first came out trying to figure it out using different characters, and I mean, we had hundreds of people watching us as we're doing it. That's the kind of stuff. Don't take characters away. This is a collection game. Get rid of the stupid platoon system.
Man, I'm telling you, these platoons are hardcore, man.
They are hardcore. I mean, they're not as bad as Hoth. I think Hoth was just an example of dumpster fire, but these are goddamn.
So I don't know if you looked at it. I looked at day.
Oh, I did.
Day 4. So day 4 has If you just count day 4, I think it has 6
like 13
Maliks.
Maliks and 16.
It's like 12 Maliks. 12 Maliks. There's one Malik on each one. So if you look at it, so like if you go through the
That's hardcore, man.
The middle one has a Malik. The middle 2 has a Malik. The middle 3 has one Malik.
Yeah, so you basically need a full guild of Maliks, like.
not a full guild, but you need at least 12.
Yeah.
Right.
Majority, yeah.
So you need 12 Maliks, right? And we're not even counting some of the other stuff. I mean, these ships. I mean, we're probably okay with ships. A lot of people have Ebon Hawk, and they have this other stuff. So with ships, we'll probably be fine. But the other thing too is some of these are really great characters. I mean, you go through here and you look, and it's like Bosk. Okay, somebody's given up bounty hunters. You go through and look at this. Somebody's given up first order executioner. Okay, bye somebody's. I mean, this is in-game content, right? Which means if you're thinking you're doing 4 or 5 or 6.
I already know my guild's gonna be like Ranger. I just know easy way to say this, so we're just gonna come out and say it. Bitch, put your stuff in all the platoons. Okay.
Well, no, but here's my strategy. Here's my thought on the deal, right? Is if we think about dark side PvE, it means that you're gonna have, there's 4 or 5 or 6 teams that we know work really great in PvE, which means you're going to do like Sith Empire, Triumvirate. You're looking at Night Sisters, a crew-led team and some kind of a bounty hunter team. What it probably means is, in order to coordinate and fill this out, someone is going to have to give all characters from the same faction in order to make this work. So if somebody gives up Malik, they're probably also giving up Revan as well.
Yeah.
And then and then someone else is giving up all of their Night Sisters, and someone else is giving up all their bounty.
Yeah, you're going to have your dark side teams. It's really this talks about roster. So if I give up my Revan and Malik, someone in my position, I'm fine because I've got all these other dark side teams that I can still go in there that are gear 12, right? My concern is as you start going lower in GP, these people are going to be struggling to get stars. They don't have all Darth Revens and Maliks, and they can barely even
But it's
form
not but this isn't designed for them.
I know, but I'm not talking low GP, Finn. I'm talking someone like
he's talking 3 million, 4 million. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there at 3 million, 4 million.
I know they are, but you know that this game mode is not designed.
I know. I'm just saying. It makes it more.
Okay, so if you had a guild full of
DeGrande freeze.
He froze.
So,
and all of those could not have, and all of those could also. Did I freeze? Did my crap freeze?
Yeah,
Is it better now?
Then cut right back in mid-sentence.
That face.
It's what I'm saying though is that you could have a guild of. Did it do it again?
no, you're good. You're good right now.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is that you can have a guild of 3 million GP players. They make 150 million GP, and none of them have Revan. And they would think that they should do that new. They should think that they should do the new content.
Maybe. So here's the other thing. So one thing I figured out from doing Hoth TV is platoons are nice, but you can go without platoons.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what this platoon's going to do
I don't know
yet.
what these ones are, but I'm just saying you can do Hoth TV without the platoons.
Absolutely, you can.
Just give you a little bit of a boost, right? Once you complete them, you get about 200,000 and stuff. But if you're sacrificing that at the expense of doing a mission, you can actually hurt your guild more because you might help them get 200,000, but instead you're dropping like a 500,000 mission.
Right.
So it all depends on it. People jumped, and this is what I want to be cautious of. One, I don't like platoons. I don't like the fact that they're
I don't like platoons either.
Characters that you farm. But looking at it in its whole, right? The whole point is that you have to determine whether or not you can sacrifice a team and make it so that you can still finish all the other missions. It's a trade-off. It's not just you donate to platoons because platoons are there. If you're going with that mentality, chances are you're actually going to lose more points because you're going to have less people completing the missions. And if you're having less people complete the missions, the GP gain that you're going to be gaining, or the TP gain that you gain from these platoons, is not going to be as high.
Well, it's not about the GP. It's about what those missions,
right,
you know,
so
the
you
platoons.
Can look at the bonuses too.
What does the bonuses give you? Or what is the extra incent things that it does?
Nathaniel Morgan, I think your point is purely on point here. You better fill platoons, or your whole guild is going to get raw.
Pretty much. I mean,
absolutely, dude.
You don't have to fill it, right? This isn't just one person having to fill every single platoon. We've gotten into this habit with Hoth TV because we have so many teams, and the missions are a little bit easier, especially for those that are higher GP. That we can go in with some random squads, even in the 6th phase, and unless it's like a specific thing,
I think
troopers, or it's like the Rogue One, right? Most of us can go in with any of our high-level dark side, don't even have to really be synergized, and can now do Hoth TV. So you don't have to donate. You have a guild. Work together with your guild. Figure out who can sacrifice these individual things, right? One person does not have to donate 15 characters. That means that they're losing effectively 3 different squads, if not more, because a lot of these, if you notice, is squad-based. Like they have a bounty hunter team that's in there. They have a whole Darth Revan team, to what Grande is saying. Like if you donate a Malik, chances are you'll be the person that'll donate the Revan too, and you're just losing the Revan team, and you can fill out 5 spots. Same thing with all of these other teams. They're all linked. It's bounty hunters, Night Sisters, First Order. It's the Imperial Troopers. It's an Empire team with the whole Krennic and Death Trooper combo. I mean, they're all synergized in terms of their platoons. So you just need like 30 people to sacrifice one team, pretty much. Or 36 people to sacrifice like one team.
The teams that you're going to need, it's go big or go home, right? You can't go in with, gear 11 characters. It's going to be at least like gear 12, right? And then
maybe it depends on your mods and stuff too. So we'll have to see that too.
And then like the depth of your guild, but also, I mean, you could go another route too, and have some people who are deploying Malik you can still run other teams like mixing the Sith Empire.
Have y'all seen all these new clones in here? I swear, Battlefront
Oh, yeah,
and
there's a
Battlefront
ton
and
of-
GG are
yeah.
and Galaxy Heroes are linked at the hip, man. Arc Trooper and the look is exactly from Battlefront. I keep telling folks every time you see something in Battlefront, you're gonna see it in Galaxy Heroes and vice versa.
Has everybody read these details on this?
Oh, I just looking at the different clones.
The
You got
I've been going
Pawns.
through the abilities, and they have a lot. So.
411 pawns.
Clone Trooper. Let's see, Clone
Arc
Lieutenant
Trooper.
and Captain. We got Clone Trooper Medic, Clone Trooper Sharpshooter.
Have you seen what the medic
Clone
does?
Sergeant. Yeah, I saw what the medic is. Sick. Clone Commander.
Revive a random ally
Arc
with
Trooper.
50%
How
health.
many new clones are you guys seeing though?
Tons.
Three
One-
or four?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4,
2,
Oh, there's a
5,
whole group of the lieutenant
6,
4,
7,
5, 6,
8,
7. Yeah, 7.
9.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So
Potentially, clones could end up becoming like a sub faction like scoundrels.
Yeah.
with a lot
Yeah.
of stuff in it,
we
too.
could have. So, John Moran, what we're doing is we're looking in the details screen of the Geonosia's separatist might, and you get to read all the abilities.
It's
Some
pretty-
of these guys look pretty OP. Have you seen some of the abilities they have? Look at this one right here, United Front at the
I'm
start
sure
of the
they're
battle.
broken. Yeah, I'm sure they're nasty.
At the
I mean,
start of the battle,
remember-
Arc Trooper and the two weakest allies gain entrenched. Whenever an entrenched ally is defeated, all entrenched allies' cooldowns are reduced by 2.
Wow. Probably just resets their special.
Really quick, I saw the new clone tank and Jordica today in Battlefront 2. Jesus Christ, that is some badass stuff in there. I just had to because it just made me think about it. This whole clone stuff is in both sides of my head right now. So, yeah, if you guys haven't seen the footage of Jordica rolling around, it's so good. He just rolls around and then does his thing and starts wasting people.
Have you seen Kayamundi? The
Mhm.
Conehead, the
Yeah.
Conehead Jedi.
Oh,
He's-
nuh-uh.
Yeah, Kayamundi.
They also have Padawan Anakin.
And have you seen Padawan Anakin's? When buffed, Padawan Anakin deals 20% more damage and has 100% counter chance.
This is like the red carpet rolling out for all these new Galactic
So
Republic
he's
characters.
he's gonna AOE. He's gonna AOE, and he's gonna basically. Can you imagine him AOEing with 20% more?
I hate
And-
fan. It gets everywhere.
We need to do like a whole separate video on GOTB.
We do- we
There's
need
a
to do it.
lot of details on these, so we need to do something separate for this. We're gonna get
Shotzi.
behind.
I mean, you could. I mean, we
You
You
could.
guys
Yeah.
can all check it in the game. I mean, if
It's
you go
in. It's
there,
in game, but there's a lot of. I mean, look. Just look. Have you now? We finally got the Jedi Vanguard, and even this Jedi
Yeah.
Sentinel.
Yeah. Well, we've seen the Sentinels before.
Yeah, but this one looks different.
Yeah.
It does look different. Look at that.
So
Nathaniel Morgan, Mace auto kills Django.
That's not right. New ship V-19 Torrent Starfighter. That's the original the original starfighters they used at the beginning of the Clone Wars. So that's interesting. Just looking.
you know Nathaniel Morgan's not kidding, right?
We got Vulture droids. What?
Mace literally has an ability. It's called "This Party's Over." Mace Windu's damage instantly defeats Jango Fett.
Oh, does it really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic, man.
No, he's not joking. It's actually. The
Oh,
ability.
they listened.
That's why they were testing that.
That's they listened to us. Ah, that's great.
actual-
Thumbs up, CG. I like that. That's awesome.
That's off to you guys.
That is, man. That's the thumbs up for me, CG. That is fantastic. Y'all need to do more shit like that. Yeah, that is funny as hell.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, everyone is focused on all of these like platoons and stuff, right? And it'll be fine, right? We'll all get used to it and stuff. But these are all designed for late game, right? And I'm in a 200 million, and I already know that this is going to be difficult, even if we fill platoon.
No, I'm not talking about the. Just my biggest gripe is just the platoon thing itself. I can't stand it.
I always hate the platoon concept. You should never prevent players from playing with characters that they farmed, especially
Yeah,
rare ones.
just do like you did with the Malik event. You make
But
it hard,
we're
you make it
used to this
difficult,
now.
it's creative, and you have to use all your characters and try to figure it out, and you get in there, and that's what it's all about. You know, having this collection where you try to figure out what to use, not take this away and then what's left over try to use it. It blows my mind,
Right.
for a collection game to have something like that.
We'll all get used to this.
Yeah,
I
we
wouldn't
will.
I wouldn't go too crazy over all of this. Every guild, especially if you're a higher guild and you're actually trying for something beyond just kind of the basic deployment plus a little bit of like half wave or something, just take your time with it.
Durgan.
Yeah.
Did you see what Durgan said? He said somewhere a tear runs down Van Seal's cheek.
It'll
That's
definitely
so
be
good. Oh my god, that's fantastic.
All right,
Okay.
We talked too much GOTV.
Okay,
We need
let's
a break right
let's
here.
go. All right, where are we going to next?
We need a break.
We need a break. Let's do a commercial. So everybody mute yourself, and then I'll do a commercial. So here we go.
Are you sick of having to go to the bathroom all the time? Would you prefer just hanging out with your friends instead of having to say this?
I've literally peed my pants, so I will be right back.
Then do we have the solution for you. Introducing the new Wells Fargo brand adult diaperoos with Star Wars theme. It'll be your first and last choice in adult diapers. Watch as we pour this glass of liquid into the diaper. As the diaper gets full, you'll see that the Luke changes to a Jar Jar. And when you see that Jar Jar, it's time to throw away that crap. So don't let this happen to you ever again.
I just wanted to say, too, that I peed my pants a little bit.
So get yourself some Wells Fargo brand adult diaperoos. We don't just make loans anymore, we take your deposits. Now also available in SpongeBob SquarePants and Hello Kitty themes. Not sold at any respectable retailer.
There you go, Rangeroo Diaperoos. You can buy them nowhere right now, and man, will they hold your fecal matter. And those are the little poop-filled baby rangers you see falling from the skies. I remember when Finn first showed me the image, I'm like, I hate you so much right now. But it works, so there we go. All right, let's get back into it. Exhibition GAC rewards and beyond. I think we kind of talked about this.
Yeah, so this is kind of the first thing. So this was back on June 20.
Yeah.
So they came out and basically told us about some of the rewards, what is the plans with the exhibition, all of that. So a lot of this you guys are already familiar with, but they plan on running 2 exhibition events to ensure that the feature is working as intended. So they're kind of letting us kind of beta test all of this and openly telling us about it. So and they would be giving us kind of rewards as a result of that. So that was kind of the original sequence. Now we've had a lot of sequence with Grand Arena, so that takes us to the next post where the exhibition is working as intended, where they discovered a small issue with the current exhibition. Again, this was back on the 20th, and they're going to attempt to do the fix in order to change it and all of that. So they worked on the fix in order to get it all for the Grand Arena. And then that followed with looking into the issue with Grand Arena Championship. Now, this happened on the 22nd, which was this past weekend, and actually happened during, unfortunately for them, CG's charity live stream. So in the middle of the live stream, everyone kind of started jumping in there and semi-trolling all of the people at CG. To their credit, they did have people continuing with the charity, and they also had other people that went and started to work on the issue. And I know that was kind of a big day for them. So for them to do that, I would say hats off to them. Still not happy about the fact that they still are releasing things on a first day on a Friday or a Saturday.
I'm not a fan of that either.
That's
But
usually not a good idea, but they did work on it. And effectively what happened, if you guys weren't aware, is that majority of the player base was unable to do offense
yeah,
for the Grand Arena Championship exhibition. And so they found a way to fix it, and effectively their hot fix was to cancel it and just restart a Grand Arena Championship, which is the one that you guys are currently in now. So they basically rescheduled all of the Grand Arena Championships, and then they gave us an update in the next post on Grand Arena Championship exhibitions. And so what they're talking about is effectively each exhibition, all of our scores are pretty much going to get reset.
Yep.
You will be able to keep your currency, but all of your stats and stuff that you're getting with your lifetime score, they intend on resetting it as well.
Yeah.
They did give us compensation, which was a rank 1 reward payout for the first Grand Arena Championship that did not pan out. They did give us in between kind of 1 credit for everything. Some people got 4, some people got 3, some people got 1. But those 1 credits were basically placeholders until they could give us the actual reward. So we all got somewhere between 1 and 4 extra credits. So congratulations to you guys.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of the same thing. They also said they were going to be compensating people for fleet arena feats, and I don't see why, because they've kind of stated from the beginning that exhibition was a test. So for anyone that decided to refresh their fleet arena in order to try and get those 15 battles early, I mean, I don't see why they're looking for compensation, but that it is what it is. And so they worked on the compensation and gave us the rank 1, and they set up the new Grand Arena Championship schedule, which takes us to the next thing, which is the server update, where they did put in all the changes for the exhibition. They canceled it. They gave us the rewards afterwards. And then that leads us to the post from today, the planned schedule for Grand Arena Championship, Exhibition, and Geo Territory battles. So if we look at the schedule overall and kind of what they're planning, so you guys can kind of plan accordingly, for Grand Arena Championships, today marked the start of the attack phase. So the attack phase should be ongoing right now in your games if you guys did sign up. Tomorrow will become the setup phase for the next round, followed by then the attack, and we kind of alternate until the end of the championships, which is going to be on the 1st of July. We also have the Geo Territory Battle information where, again, if you guys, we mentioned it a little earlier, but if you missed it, it is a 4-phase event. But what they said was because of the timing associated with these events, each phase is going to be 36 hours instead of 24 hours. So, in fact, they have kind of a 10 to 10 Pacific time cycle where it'll go from 10 a.m. on the 27th. Phase 1 will start 10 a.m. on the 27th until 10 p.m. on the 28th. So that gives you 38 or 36 hours. Phase 2 begins at 10 p.m. on the 28th and actually ends at 10 a.m. on the 30th, right? So you get another 36 hours. And then by the end of that, it kind of lines up a little bit more with the Hoth TB cycle. So just be aware of that you have 36 hours. It's going to be a little bit different for a lot of players because I know this is something that, unfortunately, and this was something we brought up before, the Australian players and the Asian players have always had TB kind of start in the middle of the day, right? It's like early in the morning or something that most of these start. Now American players get to face that too, where you get like for Eastern time zone, the time change is actually at 1 a.m. for a lot of these. I don't really have an issue with this. I don't know what you guys think. I didn't really have an issue with the timing. And if that's what they need to do in order to kind of keep TB going for now, I'm fine with that. But what are your guys' thoughts?
Grande, Stoner, please say something.
No one can.
Or not.
Grandes. Yeah, I guess they.
Okay, I mean, I'm fine with it.
Hey, exactly. There you go. No one
Yeah.
cares. All right. So 36 hours is not a big deal. They did say it's for the foreseeable future. Grande. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's 36 hours. Everyone will deal with it. Just make sure you plan with your guild accordingly, especially if you want to try and get those platoons filled early. But there really is no reason because they have a lot of extra time in order to get that filled out. So that was the kind of the next post that came out, and they gave us more TB information. And
Which one are you on, Finn? I mean,
I just finished the schedule, but I think we can break
planned
that.
schedule for Grand Arena Championships and Geonosis, right? That's the one you just did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we can take a little break. There's so much GAC info. Let's jump to the meta report.
Okay, let's do it. Hi everybody, Harry Carey here for the Chicago Cubs. And I'm dead, but we want up here in heaven. We wouldn't know one thing. Not a damn thing ever changes with the meta report. Hell, we stopped sponsoring it because there's nothing to buy or sell. It's just the same damn thing every week. So Finn, tell the folks about it.
It's the same damn thing every week.
All right, that's the meta report brought to you by nothing this week because there's nothing to report. Hey, if we want to make some money, let's try and get some change in the meta.
God, Darth Revan is just so dominant. Now, reason for the meta report that we're talking about it now, we see that Millennium Falcon and Home 1 are currently number 1. But that leads us into our next post, the Negotiator. So if you guys haven't seen it, we got the kit reveal for the Negotiator, which is General Kenobi's ship. And can I say it's a neat ship, but it's lazy as hell.
Are we
as
on to the
how they
negotiator? Or are we
just-
done with the meta report?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh,
with the
okay,
meta
okay,
report.
good. Here we go.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Yeah,
Let me pull it. Hold on.
Am I the only one that read this kit and thought it was lazy as hell because all it was designed to do was to stop Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, I mean, like
Literally, there is nothing else to this. It is just a bunch of your Galactic Republic ships can die once and still be alive, and that'll help you against Millennium Falcon. Like that's all they needed to say, and just throw the ship in there.
And then they missed a huge opportunity, like by implementing these concussion mines in the Galactic Republic faction, when it should have been something that they could have kept with the Sith ships, right? Like the B-28 bomber is the one that introduced the concussion mines, and it has no synergy with these ships, obviously, right? I mean, it is one of the tankiest ships in the game, and it could have synergy with the concussion mines, but again, it's just let's just throw a bunch of days in it because it's a hard counter for the Falcon. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, so we can read through the kit here really quick. So Negotiator is going to be a light side capital ship, Galactic Republic with Jedi. Pilot is going to, the captain is going to be the, or commander, I should say, is going to be General Kenobi. The basic is deal physical damage to target enemy and grant target ally critical hit immunity for 2 turns. And then if it's target locked, it'll inflict offense down for 2 turns. Special 1 is what I think is ridiculous. Grant ally, and this is 5-turn cooldown. Grant target ally offense up for 3 turns, and all Galactic Republic allies, again, all Galactic Republic allies, gain unending loyalty for 3 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. Grant all allies protection up for 25%. So you might be asking yourself, what is unending loyalty? Well, unending loyalty can't be defeated during the first enemy attack, including assists that would otherwise defeat this ship. When reduced to 1% health, gain stealth and protection up 50% for 2 turns, and this buff expires.
Science.
Really? Really?
Really?
I mean, this is what they came up with? Really?
Really?
So, Special 2. 4-turn cooldown on Mobilize. To what is Mobilize? Deal physical damage to all enemy and daze them for 2 turns. Inflict target lock for 2 turns on 2 random enemies that aren't already target locked. Okay.
It gets better.
Then all allies gain 30% turn meter. Wait. Grant all Galactic Republic allies Valor for 2 turns. Then all allies with Valor are called to assist.
So there's that.
Then we get his ultimate, which is a 12-turn cooldown, the Y-Wing Assault. Deal physical damage.
It looks cool. I'm going to say it looks cool as hell.
It is. Deal physical damage to all enemies. Place 3 concussion mines on them for 1 turn, and increase all enemy cooldowns to max, excluding capital ships. These concussion mines can't be dispelled, prevented, or resisted. This ability can't be evaded and starts on cooldown. And then the unique final text, all allies have 25% potency and Galactic Republic allies have 25% accuracy. All enemies deal 25% less damage when attacking out of turn. Galactic Republic allies also deal 10% more damage for each other ally with Valor. So yeah, so when you grant everyone Valor and then you have them assisting, right? But they deal 25% less damage, but they also gain 10% more damage for each other ally with Valor. You've kind of increased their damage by 40% and reduced it, so hooray! If Anakin Starfighter is present at the start of the battle, it gains unending loyalty for 3 turns. So Anakin can't die to start off.
And that's the way we like it, Finn.
This ship seems OP, man. I mean,
well, we wanted to change in the meta. Here it is.
You know the two characters that got screwed the most with Negotiator.
What's that?
The 2 characters that got screwed the most with Negotiator are.
Tell me what you think.
Number 1, Mace Windu.
Oh, what is it?
Now completely gone.
What is he even useful for now? This is
now
hugs and kisses.
This is basically a replacement for endurance, and so now what do we do with the endurance? I mean, if you're trying to make it.
Do you know how bad of a replacement for endurance he is? That Negotiator is actually 3 capital ships. Did you see the animation? You have the big negotiator, and then you have like 2 of the little ones of the same class.
I see it. I
Capital
see it.
There. So you effectively have 3 ships just basically being like, yeah, Mace, you're gone. Just no more. Mace, you're gone.
I mean, but
There's nothing there.
I'm honestly trying to think like how do I make it work? Like how do I come up with
Mace?
another ship that can actually ships that can actually go with Mace?
Nothing. You just put the leftovers on it. That's what he's going to be. He's a leftover capital ship that will be dealing with the leftover ships that are there. Which, by the way, leads me to the second most screwed character out of this, is Rex. Because if you notice in their synergies, the 4th reinforcement that they're putting in the synergy thing is Lando and L3 with the Lando's Falcon. Rex's ship is not listed here. It is the only Galactic Republic ship not listed as a synergy with Negotiator. So Rex and Mace get screwed when we're starting to work on Geonosis territory.
Rex is actually a good ship too.
Target locks. Yeah, Rex is a great ship.
I'm just telling you, it's just Ian kind of sold me on that the other day. He made a video, and I went back and looked through. He can give like turn meter and do turn meter reduction, and I was like, this guy's actually not bad. I kind of feel a little bad that he got kind of shystered a little bit on this deal.
Look, everybody, we've got a surprise guest appearance by none other than Miss Passier. Hey, everybody, Miss Passier, say, yeah, there he is.
A wild mist has appeared.
Hey, that's right, say, yeah.
Oh, man, you're just a hot mist.
Oh, stop.
Well, since Tits ain't here, moist.
Moist Passier.
Watch her just
don't let
pop
her
into
hear you.
chat and smack you.
Yeah.
She
All
will.
right.
I'll take it at that point.
It was at this
I like
moment
Rex's ship.
Zala realized he messed up.
I would think
Ray Rock made a great point in chat. Jiminy Cricket. He said, "Watch us need both the negotiator and the endurance in order to get malevolence."
it's possible, but endurance isn't really behind a paywall, right? So
Negotiators behind
it's
the paywall.
negotiator,
Yeah.
but endurance really isn't. So
No.
maybe, but you also don't have the Galactic Republic ships in order to really handle that, which is part of the problem. I don't like they've obviously released the negotiator in order to counteract Millennium Falcon. Like that's all his kit is designed to do. It literally is just what does Millennium Falcon do and how can I counter it? And
I mean,
I think you know what? I think the
It's
next
gonna
lore
have its
video
own
I'm going to do
count.
is Mace Windu, just to show how much of a bad mother ever he is, and how CG is just doing him wrong.
You should. Here's the thing, though. At some point, this ship we'll come up with a counter, but it'll take a while to come up with a counter for this ship.
it'll probably be Malevolence.
I know, right? We'll need Malevolence.
No. I mean, of characters and ships we already have.
Oh,
in the
okay,
game,
yeah,
there
yeah.
is a counter already. Somehow, the counter meta is there, but it's gonna be something crazy. It's probably gonna be like Thrawn again, right?
Nah,
So
We're probably gonna go back to Chimera.
Well, and it's probably going to go back to Chimera just to move these guys, right? Because doesn't Chimera actually do? I know it does an AOE heal. Does it actually do an AOE cleanse too?
Yes. I'm pretty sure that the
I-
AoE
The heal does
also
it.
cleanses.
On everyone besides.
and it
the
can
one
debuff the
targeted.
other side.
Yeah.
The only full health protection is the ultimate. I mean, his heal, it gives buffs to depending on what the
it gives buffs, but it doesn't actually cleanse.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure out how do we get. I'm just not. It does not appear as though it does.
Okay, maybe it
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't. I just read the.
What I'm trying to figure out though is that how are we going to? Do we have a cleanser at all in the game? Do we have a
What do you mean,
cleansing
to
ship?
remove
Millennium
debuffs?
Falcon if they have more than 3 debuffs. I mean, that's the only thing.
Right. But I'm trying to think of how do we get rid of days with this ship? If we were going to build a counter meta team for the ye old negotiator, how would we do it?
I still think that the Falcon has, properties to, put up a fight, but
The home one can dispel.
Well,
all
Falcon
buffs.
can do its thing where it dispels all debuffs, right?
Right.
Yeah,
it's only-
but you have to have like 4, right, for that to happen.
3.
Oh, Plo Koon reinforcement. Does Plo Koon
yeah.
reinforcement actually do
Yes,
that?
it does. It cleanses all negative status effects. It replenishes 40% health and 40%.
Thank God I worked on that shit.
Reinforcement. Oh yeah.
Hooray! We're gonna see negotiator versus
Plo Koon-
negotiator.
and he's also a very easy character to gear. The pilot.
Did my internet go down again?
No,
Son of a-
you're not. You're fine, Grande. You're
Okay.
still there.
So what I'm thinking here is we're all going to be running like
Negotiator versus negotiator.
well, no,
Fire
or
too,
we're all going to be running Plo Koon as second reinforcement, and then we're all going to be running Cassian as third reinforcement,
Well,
right?
and then they just introduced the negotiator, and it's basically like they've been monetizing the Falcon for almost a year now, and now it's useless.
Right.
You're
Yeah. I know we have single point. I know we have single point cleanse, right? But I was looking for an AOE cleanse because we have an AOE days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that? Am I reading the kit correctly from the negotiator?
Yep.
We have our very first AOE days, or did we have AOE days for ships before this? I know we have characters.
No, single target days, but no AOE days.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think AOE.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden, Mr. Plo Koon got much better.
All right.
Now the capital ship
The
can't
B-28 had the AOE concussion mine and then turns into days, so I guess that's an AOE days.
Yeah, that comes
Yeah,
after.
but that's like a weird like staggered later days thing, right? I mean it's not exactly the same mechanic.
Now, what you can do is not have days on the capital ship, right? So that may start to bring back TIE Fighter pilot as being a potential ship as well, to feed more turn meter to the Chimera and just starts going through the whole sequence and then bring in Plo Koon as well. So if we're looking at potential, right?
Yeah.
They might just end up going back to the old mess.
Wait, or so we're gonna have a partial meta. You're gonna end up running Thrawn with the Millennium Falcon TIE Fighter pilot and like this and like
Put
and
Houndstooth there.
and put Houndstooth in there, and then your first reinforcement is gonna be
Phoenix.
Ghost.
Bring in Plo Koon.
Yep. So you're gonna bring in the
Phantom
Ghost.
with
They're gonna bring in the
with
Phantom,
Koon.
right? To bring in the Plo Koon, to then bring in the Cassian.
That sounds right. Sounds right.
Ouch, my head hurts.
That's it. Meta.
So
Call
let
it
me.
here. You heard it first.
Science,
Art.
baby. Bang bang.
That's what
Funny
I
though,
wondered,
but-
too, is, like, why didn't Houndstooth make their starting lineup or even the
I don't know.
reinforcement? Like, it's the best.
That ship is ridiculous. Not
They probably haven't thought it all the way through. I'm sure Houndstooth is great on this fleet.
Oh yeah.
Just like you
Houndstooth.
mentioned too, like Lando's Falcon fits in like any fourth reinforcement, but like, come on, that's just
Absolutely.
lazy writing right there, you know?
Missed.
Because in the
Yes.
Battle of Geonosis, Lando and L3 played a very integral.
None of this is canon, Finn. They keep doing. They created Alpha Brood. That's not even canon. Get out of here. Missed.
Stuff out of nowhere.
How does your your Grand Arena Championship looking? Are you like me and T Money and the having 300,000 people higher than you, or are you higher than the people you're facing?
Okay, so Grand Arena matchup. So I actually don't. Hold on. What the fuck? Sorry. Yep. Somebody calling me. Don't care. Spam.
Oh.
All right. So, I have some comments on the Grand Arena matchmaking, but let's talk about.
Well, that's why I asked, because I want to get your
Current
thoughts on where
matchup.
you're at right now, because
So-
we already talked about it, and I'm trying to set you out. It's a segue.
No, I know. Okay, so my current matchup, my opponent's character GP is 4.59, or sorry, 4. His overall GP, is 4.337. So he's 200,000 GP below me. On overall GP, his character GP is 2.595 million, and my character GP is 2.722 million. So it's only a difference of maybe 230,000,
Okay.
I think.
Roughly
So it's not or actually only 130,000, I think.
2.5
so
something.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not really bad at all. It's actually a pretty fair matchup, but I haven't looked at the other people in my.
That's fine. Just
bracket.
that's fine. I
It
just
looks
want to
like-
see for your initial matchup what you were dealing with. So you're in the other end. You're higher and they're lower. So you're dealing with someone with the lower overall GP and a little bit less character GP.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just slightly lower.
And what are your thoughts overall with the matchmaking?
So, obviously, there are a lot of cases where people are getting pretty boned, for lack of a better term. And it looks like the rest of my bracket is pretty fair around that same 2.6 million character GP area. So it looks like most of my bracket is fairly even, fairly level. Overall, I know that there are some players that have been royally screwed. There is one of the game changers, Ulrich Rahl, who he got absolutely boned. He is a 3.1 million character GP and got no, what is it? Okay, so he got matched up with a 3.1 million character GP, 5.2 million total GP, and he is only 2.55 million character and 4.28 total GP himself.
Damn.
Yeah, that's probably the worst
It's
matchup.
like
I've heard, yeah.
it's a 1 million total spread on overall GP for him. And the reason that he thinks that is because his top 80 characters are Gear 12. And so he got matched up against another player that had 80 Gear 12 characters. The difference is that his opponent has, I think, 130 total Gear 11 or Gear 11 and Gear 12 or whatever it is. Basically, he's way outmatched. Okay, 124 Gear 12 teams. Sorry, I'm trying to
Jesus
chat where he
Christ.
was talking to me. So he has 80 Gear 12. His opponent has 124 Gear 12. So basically, unless he one-shots all of his opponent's teams, he's at a gross disadvantage because his opponent basically has an additional 60, so an additional 12 teams essentially of Gear 12 characters that he can throw at his defenses without really having to break a sweat. So for him, it's a total and one. It's an avalanche landslide one-sided matchup for him. It sucks. There are a few that just plain got boned. I guess Vestra Kai has given me a bunch of shit in chat here for not talking about his.
Oh, Vestra, we know you love us.
matchup.
Get out of here,
I
Vestra.
know. So Vestra is also kind of got boned kind of hard there. His overall GP is 4.7. He's got some 5.3,
Ooh.
5.0, 4.9, 5.1, 5.0, and a 5.26 million GP opponent. So he's in a pretty rough crowd as well. So it is. So I think what they need to do is they need to figure out some way to ensure that when they do take that, 80 characters or however they're calculating this GP for your matchups, they need to have a threshold for not just that, top 80 or top 100 or whatever they're calculating, but they also need to have a, some threshold for maximum disparity for character GP and or overall GP,
Right.
because they need to have a way to ensure that you're not getting those 750,000 GP spreads on rosters. It just doesn't work that way. It's not going to create a fun environment for a lot of players. It's not going to create a competitive environment because that player who might be at that 750,000 GP disadvantage may actually be a very smart player. They may have geared their roster very efficiently. Honestly, the sign of having 80 Gear 12 and only maybe 10 or 15 Gear 11 and then the rest are Gear 7 or lower is a sign of efficiency. Those players should not be getting matched up with other players that have 120 Gear 12 characters on their roster because it doesn't create a competitive environment. To me, it's not about, oh, well, this isn't fun. No, it's not competitive. That's the whole point of this. This is arena championships. This isn't just one random grand arena that you're just going to play and be done with. Now, granted, this one is. I know it's an exhibition, but once the actual championship seasons get started and these first grand arenas come out and you have these players that are getting matched up with these just gross disadvantages, it's not going to create an accurate representation of a player's true skill. It's not going to, you're not going to separate the wheat from the chaff, if you know what I mean. Because just because a player has 126 gear 12 and has gone out and mega whaled on 175 plus 10 speed mods, and he has 97 plus 15 and 16 20 plus, and then 5 or 6 25 plus speed mods, because he's got 5.3 million GP and has been just mega whaling on mods too, you're not going to be able to compete with that as a 4.5 million GP, long time free to play player like myself. Even, I mean, I've got 4.53 million GP, but I've got 125 plus speed mod.
I have 0.
Shut
up.
But that's the thing, though. You're not going to get an accurate representation of my competitive, how competitive my roster is, because honestly, there's a lot of fluff, because older players like me, I had to go out and gear the freaking Jawas up to 8 and some of them to 9 so that I could get my freaking crit damage mods. But you have other players that have the luxury of, well, I guess not the luxury, I mean, they're paying for the luxury of being able to have the characters they want at gear 12 while not having to gear up shitty Jawas. You know what I mean? So I think that the matchmaking needs to be tweaked a little bit. I like that they are trying to remove the error of fluff, if that makes any sense, because it helps the players that have a very fluffy roster. It does. But in the short term, it's creating very harmful, I think, disadvantages and matchups for the community as a whole. Because, like you said, the people who got shit matchups are going to cry the loudest about how bad of a situation this is.
Yeah.
So you have to make, and I like that this is just an exhibition. I hope that this doesn't completely, destroy Grand Arena Championships, and I hope that they take all of the feedback that they're seeing. I hope that they take all of the, errors here and rectify the situation for the next.
It's an exhibition.
Yeah.
It's working as intended. Come on, man.
They told me they fixed it.
No, they didn't. No,
They told me they fixed it.
The hyperdrive is
I trusted them.
They told me they fixed it.
No, they didn't.
All right, let's take another quick break, and then we'll get on to the next couple things, and then we're going to get to your questions and stuff. Is Finn still here, or where did it happen to Finn?
No, he stepped off, but the matchmaking, it's working.
It's working.
It's working.
It's working. All right, let's play a commercial, and then we'll be right back. Everybody mute your mics.
Were you excited when you downloaded Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for the first time? Did you soon realize that you didn't have the money to get high enough in the game quickly and just found that time was passing you by? Do you try to hide the game from your girlfriend because she has a 7-star Kenobi and you don't even have Galactic War unlocked yet? Then it's time that you come to Wells Fargo. We aren't like other banks. We don't block your account just because you want to spend money on a mobile game. Only got a penny? Not a problem. That's what loans are for. Need non-US currency to keep the popo off your back? Have some Australian currency. We have a lot of it. We're a legitimate bank. We're international. Let Wells Fargo loan you money, and all you need to do is learn how to not be a noob in the game. And Wells Fargo is constantly planning improvements. After our first round of marketing, we have increased our advertising budget. We have gone from 1 cent to 6 cents. That's a 500% increase in our budget. And now we are the official banking sponsor for Reality Skewed Gamers. So come on by and mention Grande Patron for a special bonus discount. Here are a list of our locations separated by the states. And we hope to see you soon at one of our locations.
And we're back. And we're moving on to the next subject, which is the server update from 620. Fixed some minor stuff for the game, stuff like that. Nothing really to report there. Server update 626 though was where did it go? I clicked something off. This is for the changes for the big content update today, so you can read that on the forums. All right, next one that I really want to get to. Updates on Zeta drops from Shipability Materials Challenge. We are finally going to get rid of the zero. Yay! Yay! I swear the last couple days I've been getting nothing but zeros. It's been brutal. I didn't even get like omegas on some of those. It was like ship omegas. I'm like, like, why?
It's fixed. So now it's fixed. All good, right?
I know, right? Because I need to get my damn Ahsoka, her Zeta. Damn it, I got some stuff I got to do, and I can't do it when I get into zeros. I just saying.
Like a year ago, right?
Now they just need to fix the Omega drops.
Well, that's
every team is like 5-6 Zetas plus now, right? So this is overdue.
All right.
2 Zetas per sim is not available.
Yeah.
They removed the chance for 0 and the chance for 2, so it's just 2 every day that you do.
I'll take that, man.
Cumulative.
I'll take it. If I'm guaranteed 2 every Thursday, Sunday, and Monday, thank you very much. That's 6 a week. I know that I'm going to get, and I'll take it, man. Because
hey, just so you know, this is a nerf to TW. I don't really like it. I'm just saying this is a stealth nerf to TW.
Oh my god.
Hey, just kidding. But I'm sure someone's going to look a gift horse in the mouth and get upset about it.
Okay, moving on. Capital ship animations. Now this was in something that I saw this and I was like, oh, let me go check this out. And they did. They removed the animations. So they removed all cinematics from the capital ships, except for the ultimates. And this is to speed up combat. And it does. I played a couple matches. I was like, okay, well, it works for me, So, I mean, it looks cool. I like the animations, but, when you're on the clock sometimes and you're in one of those battles, it's like, speed it up. Hurry up, I gotta go.
I don't know why they didn't just make ×8 speed a thing.
Ooh. Ronde would love that. He likes everything in ×2 or better speed.
That's why if you call me and I'm busy, in 25 seconds I won't be busy.
Oh.
I don't even know what that means.
Don't ask. Don't. You don't want to know. He took it too far again. That's what Grande does, and we are all suffering for his words of non-wisdom there. So, all right. I just flipped over and looked. Urz has started to stream. I don't know what the hell. Is that his Lando outfit? Oh my god, Urz is ridiculous. All right, so I just pulled it up. Urz is retarded. All right, last one I have here is the event calendar for July, and so let's go through this. So we know that July 4th through the 10th, the first 2 are the legendaries. We know we have a ground war on the start of the 2nd, and then Place of Power on the 4th, Salt Battles. We know that Chewie's come back on the 4th, so you guys are looking at your Chewbacca. Now start thinking about your Ewoks. Maybe put a little bit of gear on them so you can get that 7-star Chew. No, that's Bounty Hunters. Never mind. I'm retarded. Get your Bounty Hunter squared away for Chewie. My mistake, y'all. Flight of the Falcon. Yes. Now that I know it's here, I'm going to go doubling on the ship so I can at least get a 6-star. Creamy. Let's see. Other big ones. Home 1 is on the 10th. Executrix is on the 17th. Legendary Pieces and Plans is on the 18th. Ray's Hero's Journey is on the 18th as well. Pieces and Plans, that's BB-8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the Mythic, for those that already have it, will be on the 20th. Endurance comes back on the 24th. The Daring Droid, Legendary, that's R2-D2, I believe, right? Okay. Or is that 3PO? I can't remember. The titles, I just don't remember. One of those two. It's R2, yeah.
It's R2.
Because there's Luke Skywalker right after that. Okay, Hero's Journey. And then the Mythic for that will be 2 days later for the rest of us in there. So there you go. And then we've got
Malik.
Where's Malik?
I'm kidding. I'm laughing.
Yeah,
I made it funny.
It's coming this Friday, y'all. I'm sticking to it. I said Malik's coming Friday. I'm going to stick to it. I think he's going to come this Friday. It'll, so for the next exhibition for the Grand Arena Championships, a 5-week one, that people will be able to get their Malik and add it in there. I think it got pushed back with the Grand Arena Champion. I thought it was going to be last Friday as a possibility. I thought, it'd been 2 weeks after the Darth Revan launch, which is kind of what happened to us with Darth Revan. It's 10 days later, we're like, Malik! Holy crap! Right? But I think it's going to come this Friday. So I think your this Friday is going to be your Malik stuff. So, all right. Anything on the see, we got 4 territory wars, all vanilla. The 7th, the 11th. Oh, my birthday! I have a territory war. Thanks, CG.
And we have a Twitter question too, right? At some point, where's that? Finn just pinged me about it. Let me go see. Are we at that point yet in the schedule?
Yeah, we're getting ready to do that. Yeah, I'm just finishing up the Grand Arena Championships, the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. They're all 5. There's just no chips, and it's no 3s, just 5 on 5. So territory wars are vanilla. So yeah, that's kind of a breakdown. You can see the calendar on go to the Galaxy Heroes forums, and you can see the calendar there. I'll leave the calendar up. You guys can see all the wonderful little colors there. All right, we're gonna get your questions, and then we are going to do the Twitter question now. So since Finn, I don't know what happened to Finn, but not to worry. I'm used to these kind of things. So I will pull up the questions. Grande, if you want to handle the Twitter question, I'll get the questions up.
All right, I'll do the Twitter question. You want me to do it right now?
Yeah, go ahead, do that, and then let's see. So
read
the Twitter question, and then
answer the following question, and the best answer will be read at the end of tonight's stream. What nonsense do you think at I Blame Finn got into while in Chicago that he didn't post about on Twitter? And so it looks like we have like 8 responses.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want me to start out with so the first one is, I did not know Finn had a Twitter account. Why has this not been promoted? I've been missing out on Porg pics the whole time.
Oh, for God's
Come on,
sakes.
RSG. Do better. Shake my head.
No, that is us doing better. We will not promote that kind of crap on RSG. So get out of here.
Anyway, I thought that one was pretty fun. And then, it's new, Porg pictures incoming. That's what Finity said. It made me laugh when he said that. So, then the next one here is 8 deep dish pizza without a fork or a knife.
Oh, he just went straight hands to face.
He went straight in on it.
Okay.
All in, right? Go big or go home.
He cheated on his Twinkies. I get it.
Yeah, he went all in. I think that is entirely possible.
Okay.
So the next one is, he met up with Avengers and foiled an evil plot to take over the world.
Right. It was like, I'm inevitable, and Finn was like, I infinity. I like it. We need a meme of that, guys. We need a meme of that. So if you want to put Finn's on a face with him going, I infinity.
The next one here is Finn went to a Porg strip club, maxed out his credit cards, and reached his daily limit on his debit card just for the love of Porgs.
Why did I know this is all going to be Porg related?
Come on, man. We knew it was going to be Porg related.
Yeah. I failed.
All right.
I have failed you, Anakin. I have failed you.
So, the next one here is pretended to be a gynecologist at a local watering hole.
At a watering hole?
Who said that? Who sent that in?
That was Jason Krulik.
Damn, Jay.
I'm telling you. So those are our answers.
Matt Damon.
Do you guys want to pick what you think is a best?
No, and after that one, I'm horrified. No, they're all Porgs.
The pizza was funny.
The pizza one was good. Oh my God.
The pizza one was funny.
You went all in without any silverware or
napkins or anything. Grim says refresh it one more time. He said he just put one in there.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see. It'll be at the top. I
Yeah,
think.
they're saying refresh the
Maybe a
answers.
good one, see?
Yeah, that's right. Say if
Hold
it's
on. Why am I not getting? I'm only getting so 1, 2. Grim posted one. So
forget
this
that
one-
shit. Grande Tits McVenum's here. Wait, how come your shirt's? It's when I'm looking at your shirt, it says hello. My name is.
Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
Killed my father. Prepared to die.
That's great.
Yeah.
You weren't going to go with Tits McVenom.
I mean, I would have wrote it in if it had a spot, but I bought the shirt like this.
Okay.
That was pretty cool. I need to probably get one that says that.
All right, Grande, if you could update the Twitter, we've got a live Team McVenom here with us. So should be update the answers. So what new answers do we got from the Twitter question?
Okay, we have he didn't post the last room he got locked inside with 2 hairy men after he said bye to Ray Rock, Nev, and Cyber.
Wait a minute. I need to hear the Twitter question.
What's the Twitter question?
Okay, the question is, what nonsense do you think at I Blame Finn got into in Chicago that he did not post about on Twitter?
Ooh, that could be dangerous.
Yes, it's been a lot of.
Okay, so the first one here is.
Are you gonna read them all again?
Well, I'm gonna read some of them.
Okay.
So the first one is, did not know Finn had a Twitter account. Why has this not been promoted? I've been missing out on porg pics this whole time.
Yeah, missing
Come on,
out.
RSG.
No.
Do better.
No.
Shake my head.
We're doing perfect.
Not my favorite. 'Cause
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
is
yeah.
missing out on
Grim
pork.
says. Oh, excuse me. He says he didn't post the last room he got locked inside with 2 hairy men after he said bye to Ray Rock, Nev, and Cyber. Then we've got probably fixed Grande's mistakes from long ago and turned Cyber Shark back into Saber Shark. Of course, after screwing with Ranger on last week's show. Ate deep dish pizza without a knife and a fork. He met up with other Avengers and foiled an evil plot to take over the world. Infinity went to a porg strip club, maxed out his credit cards, and reached his daily limit on his debit card just for the love of porgs. And then the last one here is pretended to be a gynecologist at a local watering hole. Those are the answers.
That one's the best.
Okay, that one right there
That's
is
your
Jason Krulik.
that's your Jason Krulik one.
That's Jason Krulik did
That
that
one's
one.
the best. I also like.
The water go out of all of them.
He didn't eat pizza with a fork, a knife and a fork.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
one we
He ate
like.
pizza without a knife and a fork. That one right there is from, I don't know who this is on Penguins fan 221. I don't know who that is on this in the stream, but that was your other favorite one.
Yep.
So
All right.
okay, good deal. Question time.
It's question time. All right, let me get to the questions here. So, where's the first one? Grande Verge question: whose alpha is 6 stars already? What?
Remon just donated $2 and said, Grande, you still play the game?
I used to play the game.
That's great.
Oh, wait,
Tits.
I actually had my phone down for 2 seconds.
I got to
so
tell you this, Tits. I had to give
What's
Grande.
up, Remo?
I had to give Grande an F today on his reading.
Was it bad? Do
It
I need
was
to go back and
horrible.
listen?
It was awful.
It was confirmed. Like, someone replaced him last week. It was a
I'm-
doppelganger.
Now, McVenom, he's a hard grader. You know that, right?
You
Are
changed
saying that-
Timothy to Anthony. It doesn't get any worse than that.
The pressure was
Did it-
on to it.
No, it does. He called somebody a chrome sucker last time.
Yeah.
I mean, it does get kind of worse. And he also called someone John Moron.
Yeah.
before.
I did one time call someone a moron and a chrome sucker or
That's
something.
shit.
It was chrome
It has-
liquor or chrome sucker. I
has,
can't remember what
it
it was.
has been. It
It
has
was
been
very
worse.
bad. It was very
It has
bad,
been
Tits.
worse
I had to
before.
F him. I had the whole chaff give him a big F. It was bad. So,
All right.
you know.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that.
And then you have,
All
to,
right.
you have to go back and get those
Yeah,
lessons. So,
So you want to knock out these questions?
I'm already started. Question: whose alpha is 7 stars? Rose? No idea yet. I don't think anybody has one yet. Probably.
Yeah. Couple people already have 7
Sure.
stars. Even in my guild, already have 7
God
stars.
damn, man. Go buy some, like, I don't know, cocaine or something. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So we got a guy that 2 hours ago promoted over 2
God
hours
damn.
ago, promoted Alpha Geonosian Brood Alpha to 7-star.
Not even 20 minutes after he was released, Cord from MC3 got him to gear 11, 7
Cord's
star.
in my arena. Cord's in my arena chat. That's Cord's
Cord's
always
a
been.
beast,
Yeah.
man. God damn.
Cord's
I mean, if
fire.
y'all listen, I'm eating ramen noodles trying to
like
stream.
Yeah,
Just
Cord has
give
been
to the
like-
Ranger doesn't want to eat ramen noodles anymore. Foundation.
Cord-
Jesus
Cord has
Christ,
been
guys.
Like, I mean, Cord's been in our arena chat.
Oh, he's a pimp,
forever,
man.
and
Cord's amazing.
Cord always does
Yeah,
that.
he's a
That's
good
just
guy.
how
He's
he
a really
rolls.
good guy.
He's very nice.
yeah,
He's
he
very
is.
quiet, but he's very
Yes.
nice.
No, well, I'm an officer, but Elliot Worsfold. Is the Geo Brood Alpha Pack worth it? 40 shards, but also some Crytek pieces. Not for $30, not for 40. We already broke that down already, so.
Okay, so MF and Ghost said Riemann, you still play the game?
You know what? I was watching his stream the other night with him and Good Old Race, and I almost typed that in chat, but I was like, no.
Yeah, I saw you in there, T. I was wondering what you were doing up so late that night, because I know
I've been dealing with some insomnia issues lately. I don't know. It's like I get really, really sleepy and tired, and then I lay down and boom, I'm like wide awake.
Tits, did you see I had that new lore video of Darth Bane?
I did. I loved it.
Yeah,
Made me want to listen to Darth Bane again, even though I just finished it.
That was for the Mystic Venom. That was the one she wanted me to do, and I even gave her a special little preview so she could listen to it first, because that was
awesome.
So how did I do? I did okay on that?
You did. I wish we had more graphics. That's what we need to work on next time. Is more graphics for people to actually see how cool he is. You know, like with the Orbalisk and things like that. She did a good job describing it.
Yeah.
So
he's one of the more interesting characters. So
he's so cool.
All right, let's get to the next questions. What else in 3 question? Nice Darth Bane lore video, Ranger. If Darth Bane was in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, what would his abilities uniques be? He's a tank. There's no doubt about that. His one thing that he could always do as a soldier, as a Sith, is whether he had the Orbalisk armor or not, is he could use the dark side, whether he was poisoned or injured or anything, to sustain himself. He could even take the life essence of others and sustain himself. I mean, a lot of people think of him as that bruising, and his fighting style was very bruising. You know, when he had the Orbalisk armor, he was just like, hit me, bitch, and then hit you.
He would be some kind of like almost like a nest with protection, I would think. Like just ridiculous protection.
And the angrier he gets, like Wampa, the harder he's just started hitting.
Yeah.
But he also was.
Revenator donated $2 to CG still play the game. Did they ever?
Wow. Holy piss.
Hey, 6 out of 75 employees agree with that statement.
But he would be an offensive tank. Because one thing about Darth Bane, his Force Lightning is the most powerful Force Lightning that ever existed. He could literally burn people to ashes with his Force Lightning. You've seen Force Lightning just hurt? Yeah, he was ridiculous. Nathaniel Moore question, has anyone in your guild took someone to 13 yet? I don't think so. I haven't seen anything. Chaikin question, growing up I loved Weird Al. He taught me the real troubles in the world. The Amish world. Stay strong, Xylo. Rock that Amish paradise.
He's talking about his beard. He's talking about his.
First I'll milk a cow, then I'll milk another.
Well, you guys saw me back for the marathon and everything. I was going all
You
in.
didn't look Amish.
No.
No, we're calling him. Yeah, we're calling him Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, they were calling me Abe. So I was
Honest Abe.
Yeah, Honest Abe, Stoner Jedi.
You go with it. I love
That's
it.
right. It looks good.
Beard, I got the baby face. Can't do it. I can't do it.
Jeff Nicholson question, Gear 13 or Kenobi capital ship? Both now. Because you can start farming the shards, because you can farm the gear, the finishers now. You know? I mean, my plan before they announced the place.
I'm just holding everything for a while.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm going all in on Gear 13
Well,
and
look,
the ship.
here's the thing is...
I'm not much of a horde unless it's for Legendary or something.
He just Gear 13 to Malik?
Who did?
Are you kidding me?
I mean, if you spent the crystals and stuff, yeah.
In game, one of the did he really just do that?
I can
One of
see
the
it.
Oh snap! He just 4 minutes ago he just G12 Malik.
Who did?
One of the guys in our guild.
Wow.
G13. You know, he G13. He just G13 Malik.
Let me see him.
Okay, hold on.
Nobody in MC3's G13.
Let me go find his roster. Let me go find his roster.
I mean, I'm already farming the gear and stuff. So
I have a guy that is in a group that we have.
Yeah, it's look. It's in his arena team. His
damn, look at that red and gold.
His Malik is G13. He just saw it in in-game chat. Dang.
Damn.
I've had 2 people message me since the stream started saying that they have 50 of the projectors, but they spent like 6-7 refreshes. So
Oh Christ.
that's nasty.
No, I mean he has a G13. What's his ally code? Hold on, let me go find it.
Yeah, just let me
He
borrow
wants
that.
to add him. He wants to add him to his allies.
You want to add him as an ally? Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, this is a long time friend. I mean, I cannot tell you how long I've been. His ally code is 4.
What's his name? Give him my number.
Yeah, he would love that. McVenom.
No,
Let
we
me
have
tell
a guy that's in our group that says
Ranger.
that he's always constantly trying to pick up chicks in bars and stuff like that. And the running joke is just show him your GP.
Yeah, right.
Show him your GP.
I don't know if you know this, man, but I finished second in Grand Arena.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not the only one. His ally code is 419838154. First Malik, first one in our guild at least. I'm sure there's others.
Inundated with it.
All right.
Don't bug him too much, guys. He's a really cool dude. Just don't bug him too much. I know you guys.
Will you be my friend? Will you be my friend?
He's the update's been live for 2 hours, so there's probably like a couple hundred Gear 13 characters.
I'm sure. You're sure. All right, Nathaniel Morgan. This kind of leads into our next question. Should I farm injectors when I know the drop rate will be off, or wait for other people to gather data? I'd still farm them.
If you got nothing else to farm too, right?
Yeah, I mean, I only have like 2 hard nodes now that I'm really working on. So all my just for the dailies, and that's for Droidica, and I'm finishing up because I just got Trooper done, and so now I'm finishing up Embo, who's 6 stars. So I wanted to get Embo. So really, you can do like 2, 3 hard nodes that you're working on, and then use the other energy, to farm even a 50 refresh with the 45s you get every day to go in and start farming some of that Gear 13. I would. And just if you want to hoard it and wait and see what works out best for Gear 13, you can do that. I'm not, because I've already made the decision that I'm going to do Basilind and Malik. So, Basilind, Malik, and Revan are definitely getting Gear 13 immediately. So, and I'm just going to use my crystals and save them for stupid cryotechs.
Well, and even if you're like farming like 3 or 4 characters, right? Like you're still gonna get the good chunk of them from Grand Arena Championships, and then every day you can just round off at the end of the day with your 600 and everything right there. It'll come faster than you think, at least.
Yeah, it's a good thing that CG did.
Are they in shipments though? They're just on the energy node.
No. They're in the shipments. You just have to be a certain like bronzium or chromium level, like the 2nd and 3rd tier.
No. I mean like the regular shipments. Not
I think so. Yeah, there's stuff.
I haven't seen them in the regular shipments.
Cryotechs, you mean, or which ones?
No. The injector.
I don't know.
I haven't seen them. I only see them on the energy nodes. And I mean, I thought at least one of the 3 would have popped up in shipments. If so,
I saw some the other day, but I couldn't do anything with it. So I was like, unless I misread
I'm
it.
farming for them now, and you can get some. You can get them.
But just on the energy nodes, they're not in regular shipments, right?
No,
right.
no.
But I'm just telling you, it's not like too
fast.
terrible.
Yeah.
It's not too terrible.
The drop rate sucks, but I mean, we kind of expected that.
If you're used to farming the cryotechs too, you're going to be just as comfortable with farming these, right?
Yeah. Dr. Gonzo H question: I don't have Twitter, but is it the Twinkle Factory tour? I guess you can call that Finn's excursion to Chicago that. So okay. Nathaniel Morgan question: Why to do about the blue whales that'll have arena team full Gear 13 in a week? What to do is what he meant to say. What to do about the blue whales that will have arena full Gear 13 in a week? Cry? I don't know. I'm just going to keep doing what I always do. Mine are all Gear 12 plus, so it's just a matter of just getting caught up. It won't take me long with the farming, with the energy. So, I mean, it's going to be harder but it's not going to be impossible. I was talking about with Team Money last night with the Gear 13. Yeah, it'll make your counters harder to do, but you can still beat them, right? It's like when we had Gear 11 versus Gear 12. You can still beat that team with Gear 11. So you saw people do that all the time. It's going to make it harder, so really Arena comes down to mods. You can
Drop rate's not that bad.
It was for me. I did 32 and got 5, Grande, so far it's not been great.
I got 23 just now.
Okay, well, congratulations.
So I'm just telling you, it is. I mean, it sucks, but it's not. We'll
see.
Sucks.
We'll play it out over time. I'm sure Mist will do a spreadsheet like he's doing for the crowd text. Checking, did Grundy fix his mic yet? Yes. Nathaniel.
I thought I fixed my
Who's
mic.
that?
Mrs. Takedown.
Zyla, you changed. What happened to the beard and stuff? Wait, what's that ugly? Get that ugly turd out of here. I don't want to see that. I want to see the ginger. My fellow ginger. Hello, my fellow ginger. Glad to see you here. I just was telling Zyla, I'm so glad Ian looks like you and not his ugly ass. Because...
Isaiah.
I'm sorry, Isaiah. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
Isaiah is our son.
Yeah, sorry. I've been a long day. What did I? Because I was just reading just Ian. Sorry.
No, it's fine. My best friend's mom called Isaiah Ian today, so that was funny.
I'm tired. That's why I'm drinking my second cup of coffee because I've been streaming all day.
Oh my God. Coffee right now?
Yeah. I'll still go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the way I am. So, yeah. People are like, how do you drink that crap and go to sleep? Well, it's not hard. I just close my eyes and knock the hell out, so.
Just lay down.
What's new with you, Mrs. Takedown?
I just worked all day and I went and played bingo with my mom. It was awesome.
I love bingo.
Did you win?
$88. Yeah, I won like the biggest hand. It was awesome.
Wow.
Now, how much is the buy-in for that bingo?
Okay, get down. I know. Get down.
I guess the puppies want. The puppies are like all over.
It's $2 for a big sheet.
That's not bad at all.
No, it was.
We're playing bingo next week in White Lake. We're going there for a week for vacation, like a semi-vacation, and we've had 25-cent buy-ins.
Yeah.
But the pot is never big, so when you win, you only win like $5.
Oh yeah. No, it worked out good. There was a bunch of people there, and it was $2 for a big one. And most of the times the bids were like $50, but it was like a big one where you had to get a diamond. It was like $80, and I got it. It was awesome. It's so exciting.
All right, let's. Are you gonna help us answer some Galaxy Heroes questions, or are you just gonna here to chill out and have fun?
I mean, I'll do my best, but I'm mostly just here until Zylo comes back.
Oh yeah, if he doesn't come back, all the guys in the chat are like, ah,
oh my God.
We got tits in this takedown. Ah! All right, let's see here. Nathaniel Morgan asked, what does a valid do for negotiator? We kind of already covered that. So, the dagger question. Since Gear 13 is farmable with matchmaking punishing free-to-play players for gearing pilots, etc., what are your thoughts on free-to-play players going forward? I think we're fine. I really do, guys. I think it's going to be okay. I mean, they keep throwing stuff at us, and it eventually works out. I mean, I'm 95% free to play. The only time I buy stuff is when you guys make me go buy stuff. Like, get the bag now. Okay, Jesus. So I think it's free to play is okay. They got some matchmaking stuff to fix. I mean, Miss, you're free to play. What do you think?
About
free to play the future.
It's not very friendly right now. I can tell you that right now. The fact that they put the
but will we be okay?
Brood Alpha on a 16 energy Cantina node.
That doesn't shock me.
But they didn't even put him in like guild shipments. In the past I
don't think they did that for Captain Han, did they? He was still Cantina, was he?
He was Cantina, but he was he was like an 8 energy node.
True.
And it's just I don't know. It's frustrating because I understand they need to make money, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. But the Chirotech, I think, is the single biggest FU to free-to-play.
I agree with that.
Otherwise, I mean, I can deal with it. But the fact
puppy.
that oh, my God. It's... And sorry, I'm kind of half paying attention because I'm trying to do my Grand Arena.
That's all right. I'm watching the puppy for Xylo's takedown. He keeps on the spotlight like, I have something to say here. It's very important. Bow wow, 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 bow wow.
Exactly what he's doing.
And look, hey, what's going on? If you're catching my good side, this is my best side right here. I'm so happy. I mean, just look at my glory right here. Mommy, play. Oh wait, are you in the picture? Let me get in there too. Okay, so he can't hug all the spotlight. Jesus. Okay. Think I have a question for Archie Leader Finn. Should I take my Jedi counselor to Gear 12 in preparation for Kenobi ship? Darn it, Finn's not here. We'll have to go to the next question. Think Kyrell question for the Chicken Chaser. Are you able to catch a feathered cheetah with your jacket?
Am I able to catch a what?
Feathered cheetah with your jacket.
He asked that question before.
Yeah.
He's asked that question before.
Darth Hideous says, question, shut up, Finn. We'll just move on. Everybody says that. Billy Gunn question, the characters in TB details, is there a hint of GR characters we will get in the game soon? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, looking at all those clones and Kiamundi and all those other stuff that was in there, I was like, could be some new stuff on the horizon maybe, folks? I don't know. What do you guys think? We think we're going to get some of those characters in game? Grande, Myth, Lovely McVenom?
It was funny because one of my viewers actually sent me a message on Discord with a link to all of the clones in GOTV with all of their, all the screenshots of their abilities and everything else. And I was like, you know what we're going to start seeing in about an hour? It's like, what? What are we going to see in about an hour? And I was like, well, about 55 clickbait BS Galaxy of Heroes videos. More clones than God! Oh my God! They literally will not be able to farm all of these clones that are coming to the game for the rest of their life. Clones coming to the game.
Oh, they're already here, man. We've already gotten some of them. We've already gotten some of them. I mean,
that's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh my God!
Somebody needs to clip that.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God!
I'm sure someone already has.
That's YouTube gold right there. So just make sure you.
Hacking just yeah. There's some people here who've made some videos that certain teams are going to be the next meta. I think it's a little too soon to make predictions about what the next meta is going to be about G1213. I think some of those videos are kind of clickbaity.
Mrs. Takedown's moving. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Think Kyrell question for... Oh, there he is. Question for the Stoner Jedi. Why do you look permanently shocked?
Because my mute button's stuck. Yeah, baby, cause and effect. I mean...
I can't deal with y'all.
I'm making a schedule on that.
During question, should I use my 3 credits now or save it to level increase later?
Should I use my 3 credits now?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
It is a good
Spend
question.
them while you got them, man. Don't
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you gotta.
Don't listen to these goobers. They'll tell you to save it.
Get drunk. You might be able to get
word.
Man, you could get like
vodka.
half a stripper with 3 credits.
I mean, you can look at one. That's it. So
lots of weed.
Half a stripper and a thumbnail of blood.
Like, that's it. That's all I get.
Sorry.
No, you're right on the money, Miss McVenom. What else in the 3 question? Do you foresee any updates or tweaks to GAC matchmaking? I'm quite happy fighting 7 other players that know Darth Revan, some of which don't even have Jedi Knight Revan, who my B teams could slaughter like younglings. Yeah, we already talked about this, so there's that nauseum. So yeah.
Ranger. Durgan said, "Which half of the stripper are we talking?"
I don't know. What part of the stripper do you like? The North Pole or the South Pole?
Best comment ever, right there.
Yes. Nathaniel Morgan, is Wat Tambor related to Clank from Ratchet and Clank?
You can see the resemblance.
Love Ratchet and Clank or something.
Little Bones question: do you think it's worth farming the negotiator over all the other stuff that needs the new currency? I think so. With the places you can get the new gear and stuff, I think you're fine. Yeah, I would get the negotiator. I mean, before we got this announcement, I was like, no, Gear 13, screw that hippie shit. And now that we see what the negotiator does, just throwing that out there. Yeah, has a nice creamy center. John Moran, is the Brood Alpha Pack worth it? The Senate says, maybe worth it to you. It's subjective.
You don't even get into 5 stars. It's $30 and it's 40.
I know. We talked.
If it was unlocked, maybe, right? If it was unlocked, maybe, even if you're a casual spender, but
it's a little light in the rear.
Who are we talking about again?
They put a pack in the game for the new Alpha Brood. And unfortunately, it's only half of the unlock. It's 80 to unlock.
The packs anymore at all.
I know. Well, you weren't here, Miss McGinnon. That's okay. But you only get halfway to 80.
I don't buy anything at all. Okay.
You don't know her. A few more questions here, and then we'll be done. Bone Jones 159. How can they release the new TB and require Malik but not have another Malik event? It's coming.
It's probably coming.
I bet you it comes tomorrow.
I bet you it does come tomorrow.
I told you guys that this Thursday or Friday has been my prediction.
Wait, you're talking about the Malik event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will be.
They're gonna throw it out of nowhere too, just like last time. Oh, by the way, here's Malik. And a 3-day event.
What a shocking surprise for you, McVenom.
Well, what sucks is I'm gonna have my roster review Friday or something, just to hear everything. That's why I'm so unprepared.
All right. Bone Jones 159 question: with the new Clone Wars TV show coming, do you think we might get Darth Bane? Nope. Clone Troop 211. I try.
A chance of Revan being retconned.
The balanced Revan, Clone Troop 211 question: what one character would you like in the game that your guildies and friends would say what the F?
That your guildies would say what the F over?
Yeah.
Like what character you would want?
Yeah, that you think would not be. Everyone would be like, "What the hell is this?" I don't know. Star Wars fans know their stuff. I mean, they may not know a lot about characters, but they know who the characters are.
I know. Brood Alpha.
Where did this come from?
You should see me and Grotty were just pouring over. I'm like, I'm doing a lore video right now. I can't find it. Grondy's like, well, let me see if I can find something, Ranger. Nope, it doesn't exist.
There's nothing.
Did not exist, man.
Grondy's like our professional reporter too.
Yeah, I know.
Can't find it.
I know, right?
I mean, I can normally do a Google search in like 2 seconds.
Well, so can everybody else in the world, Grande.
But I couldn't get it. I couldn't find it.
Yeah. What's up, Miss McVenom?
The two guys in the bar in the cantina, Panda Baba and Dr. Evazan. Remember the ones?
Yeah. Pig face.
I don't like you either.
I don't like you either. You watch yourself. I've got the dozens on 4 planets.
Face guy. That would be hilarious.
He doesn't like you. I don't like you either. All right. Revenator question: has Grande ever tried using a jacket loaded catapult to catch a chicken? What the fuck? I don't know what that is. You lost me there, Revenator. Okay. Oh, I see some of that red hair of Mrs. Ilo. I saw her peeping in there.
I feel like at the next
she can't
event
hide.
we go to, like if we go to Celebration one year or something, we're gonna have to like stage a chicken chasing.
I know. Like, what is that idiot doing in the parking lot?
I'm gonna do it in a rodeo. I'm gonna be all ready.
I'll straight up Craigslist. Who has a chicken and can meet us at this party?
Oh my god, that'd be great.
I'll be like, I got my jacket ready. It's a size 44
throw
regular.
him in a pin, and, like watch him chase a bunch of jacket.
Like, we'll just like orange tape rope it off and just throw him in there. With
Bone Jones 159 question: do you think a level increase will come this year? I don't. Anybody else think it is?
I would not be surprised.
We're never surprised.
I don't think it is, but I honestly wouldn't blink an eye if they did.
Hermit Fulgrim, last question. Question for Ranger. Why is the apprentice not choking his father? Well, he needs his sleep. He can only choke his father so much times a day or he would die. And we need a good test dummy.
Does every day now. Thank you, Ranger.
That's right. And he throws chicken nuggets at him with the force. It's a wonderful experience. For the apprentice. Screw his father.
For the apprentice.
Yes, my
All right,
apprentice.
next question.
That's it. That's the last question. So we are done with questions. So guys, we did it. Yay! We did it. Yay!
We did it.
Yeah, we did a good job. We worked together. We did
I'm
good.
tired.
Yes,
I've been going all night with you guys.
I know.
Oh, you just got here.
What are you talking about?
She's been here the whole time.
She's
She's
been here the whole time, Trebek. All right.
No, that's actually
Sean Connery.
Turd Ferguson likes to just sneak in there.
Burt Reynolds.
Burt
That's
Reynolds.
not my name.
I've been here the whole time.
Turd Ferguson. Yeah, what do you want? You rang in. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Hell yeah, that's your opinion. All right, let's get to our ending stuff. So that's not what I wanted to go to first. We want to first. If you saw the top line on the during the stream, you saw we shout out all our Patreons, but we want to especially shout out these folks. These are our gold Patreons. They donate $25 and more, and we couldn't do this without you guys, and we really appreciate it. So we want to make sure you get special recognition. We appreciate all our Patreons, but these guys give a little bit more, and we want to make sure that they're recognized for their efforts to support RSG and our endeavors. So thank you. Thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We really appreciate it. That being said, we stream constantly. And by we, I mean me. And by me, I mean really me. But I do the lunch stream Monday through Friday from 12 to 1. And you can see these cast of characters at any time when joining us for the lunch stream. And, of course, we have the Wednesday night stream, which you're watching right now. And we do this every Wednesday from 8 to whenever we get done. It's the longest running live stream in the Galaxy of Heroes. Saturday, we have the Jedi Academy, where you can see Stoner and some of these other guys in there. Maybe Grande will come back one day. That'd be great.
I'm sorry.
I know, it's too early in the morning. You got the kids. I've already explained this to people. It's cool. I'm just saying, we want more Grande.
Okay.
You can never get enough Grande in your life.
That's what she said, too.
Nah, so I knew that's why I set it up. Good job. That was a softball.
Looming conspircy theory, like when the Dark Lord roster review comes up.
I know, right? He's never around when there's a Dark Lord.
There was two of them, too, in a row.
I know.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Great Force Alliance, our buddies over there.
I know. It's all
Including
good.
one we met in real life.
But join us.
Give you a hard time, right?
Yeah. But join us Saturdays from 10 to 12 p.m. Eastern, where we do nothing but questions for you about Galaxy of Heroes. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. And then last but not least, during the week we do mini roster reviews. So if you are Patreon, I can look at your stuff at any time with Grand Arena and things of that nature coming along. We do that if you're Patreon. Just jump on in and we'll always look at your ally code. We do for donations, or you can become a Patreon and you get all kinds of cool stuff for doing that. And then we also do Battlefront. I'm going to do Battlefront tomorrow and Friday. We got the new expansion that just came out. Looks incredible with the droidicas and stuff like that. And then Sundays we do D&D on Twitch. So if you haven't checked out our D&D campaign, you like D&D, we've got that. Tuesday nights we have Finn doing PC Gaming Night. I think he's back to doing that. Mondays when Stanley's available, he's been doing Stanley Red Gaming. So check that out as well. So a lot of great stuff for you guys that you can constantly watch. We've got the lore video series. I'm working on 2 new lore videos. So those will be out soon. We just did one on Darth Bane. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, please do. And then last but not least, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Follow us on Twitch, because we're doing the Grand Arena Championships live on Twitch. So you follow us on Twitch and subscribe over there. Follow us, all that good stuff. And then check out our Patreon. I think I covered everything. Good. So on behalf of myself and the crew, thank you guys for being here today. Much appreciated. We love you guys, and we will see you next time. Peace.